And back here at East Lincoln High School, David Clark Stadium here for the first round of the 2AA state playoffs between the Smoky Mountain Mustangs and the East Lincoln Mustangs. Evan Ludwig joined by Seth Eves for tonight's action, as we want to thank our pregame show sponsor, Parker Farm Service, and want to give a shout out to our title sponsor, Ronaldo Auto Mall in Shelby. They will carry Honda, Kias, GMCs, Buicks, and Cadillacs, so you can get the whole shebang there.
And sometimes on Saturdays, they'll be slinging hot dogs, chips, and soft drinks.
Yeah, it's always great to go down to Ronaldo Auto Mall. Be sure to go down there. It's in right down the Cleveland Mall in Shelby. So about ready for the coin toss. So you see East Lincoln's captains are coming out onto the field right now. We'll tell you who the captains are for tonight's game once we can see the numbers. Smoky Mountain has not come out. But East Lincoln, we can tell you that they are wearing orange jerseys with white pants, along with the usual white helmets. So they're looking sharp tonight. As a beautiful night, beautiful field here at David Clark Stadium, which should be an entertaining game and an entertaining start to the playoffs, Seth.
Yeah, let's certainly hope so. I mean, we're going to have, it's a week later, but hey, we're back, we're on schedule now, and we're ready to go. Playoff game, Smoky Mountain, East Lincoln, very familiar with each other. This is probably the best Smoky Mountain team. Well, this is definitely the best Smoky Mountain team in this stretch, and not necessarily this East Lincoln team is bad, but this probably is like the quote-unquote worst East Lincoln team of that stretch. You can have like a record like they had, like what was it, 8-2, 7-3, and they could still go, you know, be called the worst of a 3-year span. It tells you how good they've been in the last couple of years.
Yeah, that shows how talented that they have been and everything. As the captains for East Lincoln are at the 50-yard line. Still haven't seen Smoky Mountain get their captains out into the field, but we can tell you the captains for East Lincoln are number 4, Cameron Dollar, number 24, Dalton Salerno, number 28, Trevor Childers, and number 2, Nate Curitan. All have been big impact players this year for the Mustangs. And most of them will at least be playing at the next level. The only one that's not playing at the next level, as we know right now, is Dalton Salerno.
Yes, and there's some good, solid glue guys on this East Lincoln team. And, of course, my guy, Judd Reel, I'm sure he'll make a big play because, like we said, we only call his name when something big happens. We don't call his name often, but when we do, it's usually like either making a big third down tackle, third and short tackle, or causing a fumble or something like that. So I'm curious to see what kind of game he'll have tonight.
Yeah, still having people filing in here at David Clark Stadium. Got a good crowd out here tonight. Still seeing some people parking in the parking lot from where our view is in the press box. We can see the parking lot right across from us. It's right behind the field house for East Lincoln. Got a real good crowd out here for Smoky Mountain, considering they had to travel 2.5 hours, and they're still having people filing in. Seeing all that blue out here. Smoky Mountain's going to be blue, as they are the Mustangs, just like East Lincoln. As the last 2 times these 2 teams faced in the playoffs, it really wasn't much of a battle here. As East Lincoln blew them out both times, but Smoky Mountain is an improved football team here. After having 5 wins in the last 2 years, they come into this game with 7 wins in this year alone.
Yes, so much improved. They've played some bigger teams, some bigger 3A teams like Pisgah Tough, and they have beaten some good, solid 1A programs. So this is a much improved Smoky Mountain team that will be feeling pretty confident, I'd have to imagine, heading into this game.
Yeah, and they are running the spread. I don't believe they ran the spread last year, so that is something new that Smoky Mountain has. As we've been waiting here, now the captains for Smoky Mountain are now getting out of the locker room. It's running a little bit late here than usual. So they finally get those 4 captains out here, and once we get we see the numbers, we'll tell you the captains for tonight's game for Smoky Mountain.
Yeah, I got Sandstorm running here now, so I'm sure you'll get used to that a lot tomorrow, as I did a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, as Western Carolina, a team that Smoky Mountain's familiar with, they'll be traveling down to, or they have traveled down to Columbia to take on South Carolina. But that'll be tomorrow, as a lot of people up in Silva are probably wondering how the result of this game's going to do. And Seth, once you can see the numbers, can you tell us the captains for the Smoky Mountain Mustangs?
All right, trying to check. Looks like we've got number 60, Lane Roberson, is the captain tonight. 65, Cole Birch. Number 7, Cole Hooper. And number 58, Devin Stevens. Those are the captains for Smoky Mountain.
Smoky Mountain, they got blue pants, white jerseys with blue letter numbering. And they also got, really their helmets are a lot like SMU, with but they have silver helmets with the Mustang being blue.
Yes.
Looks very nice. Very
Now,
nice helmets.
I didn't want to mention it, because it would be off topic. But if you want to talk SMU, then go on to Sipper House and Stadium, because East Rowan, that's really SMU-like.
Yeah, I have seen that stuff. It looks very nice. The captains are meeting. Smoky Mountain has their helmets off. East Lincoln still have their helmets on here, as the rest of the East Lincoln Mustangs are waiting to go through the giant helmet like they usually do here. Well, we know if Bias wins the coin toss, 9 times out of 10, he'll defer to the second half. That's some playbook that play out of his playbook that he's been doing for years, and it's worked very well in the past.
So who might argue the 2-time state championship coach and one of the best in this area?
And 2-time only at East Lincoln. He's had more outside East Lincoln.
Yeah.
Actually, Smoky Mountain has won the toss here. So let's see what they're going to do. Are they going to defer? Smoky Mountain has won the toss. Let's see. They are going to be receiving. They want to get off to a hot start here on the road, and that's what they're going to do here.
I like it. From Chris Brookshire, the head coach. I like it.
Yeah, so Smoky Mountain will be traveling east to west, and East Lincoln will be traveling west to east to start the ball game here.
The real Mustangs are going to smoke you. That is the banner for East Lincoln to run out of tonight.
Very clever from the cheerleaders of East Lincoln.
Did you help them with that? Did you help them with that?
No, I did not. But I can see why. As Sandstorm starting to play here once again. So I think
it is thumping.
Yeah, we're hearing some thumping up from top. And now
it's playoff time. Bring it
it's playoff time here. Very nice, beautiful night here to start. Not too cold, not too warm, perfectly right in the middle here. As now Smoky Mountain coming out. Leading the way is the big offensive lineman, number 60. And that is Lane Roberson.
Roberson, yes, sir.
He's a big one, that's for sure.
I noticed that. Some big mountain men for the Mustangs.
And now East Lincoln's about ready to go out. They got the Mustang flag and the American flag like usual. About ready to go through that big helmet to start things off here tonight. In case you just missed a coin toss here, East Lincoln will be kicking off as Smoky Mountain elected to receive after winning the kickoff here for tonight's game.
It's time to get on your feet.
And here come the Mustangs. Now, there we go.
Mustang country.
Leading the way for the Mustangs is...
Get loud, 'cause here comes your Mustang.
Oh, I can't see the number. Looks like it's Terry Farrell that is leading the way with the Mustang flag, and Trevor Childers, like usual, has the American flag.
Ed McGill right behind.
Ed McGill got a touchdown against North Lincoln earlier in the year. As now the Mustangs, once about ready to kick it off, Ryan Shanklin's had a pretty good year kicking. More of the PATs, he's been real well. Kickoffs haven't been the best at some points, have kicked some of them out of bounds. He's hoping he doesn't kick this one out of bounds to start the playoffs here. As back deep, who's back deep, Seth? You got a number?
We've got Cyrus Lanning is one of the, I think the deep man is Matthew Ridley, their star rusher with 13 touchdowns. Well, it is now time to put up or shut up. The regular season is over. The road to the state championship really starts tonight. The road to the triangle. Who will be there? We don't know. Will one of these two teams? We don't know. But we'll know one team will have their dreams dashed at night's end. To get on the call for the next 48 minutes of game action, here is Evan Smoke Ludwig.
Thank you, Seth. As you said, Ridley back deep, all the way back at the 5-yard line. Comes into this game at 1,400 rushing yards, 13 rushing touchdowns, and only in about 150 carries. So that shows you that this kid has a lot of talent. As the Smoky Mountain, a very improved team after the last 2 years, 5 wins. This year, 7 wins altogether. As East Lincoln, 9-2, down year for their standards over the last 2 years, but still very talented. And they could be playing spoiler later on in the playoffs. Here we go. We're underway here. Ridley's going to take the ball at about the 8 or 9 yard line. He's got a good bit of running room. Gets past the 30-yard line, still on his feet before being tackled down by Eli Smith at about the 42-yard line. Great field position to start the opening drive for the Smoky Mountain Mustangs.
That was a great return there. So you can see the speed from Ridley right there on that return. So now you got to think he'll be getting the ball a whole lot for Smoky Mountain.
Well, actually, Hooper, who we thought was going to be the quarterback, is actually lined up at wide receiver. Number 9, the quarterback, Nate Coffey. Nate Coffey's going to hand it off to Ridley on the first play, going to the far side of the field. Trevor Childers trying to get him. And finally, Ridley's brought down in the backfield. Trevor Childers Nate Cureton, Terry Farrell, a lot of Mustangs for East Lincoln on the stop there.
There's that Mustang defense. Just pretty good at stopping really good at stopping the runs. We saw against West Lincoln a couple of weeks back. Ridley lost 2 on that play.
Yeah, the ball's now spotted at the 41-yard line as Ridley, they're trying to get his jersey situated as his pads got on top of the right side of his jersey. Trips to the right side for the Smoky Mountain Mustangs here. It's going to be a pass play. Run out to the right is Coffee. Coffee under some pressure. Going to throw it low and incomplete. That pass was intended for number 11, Austin Bumgarner. And just like that, it's going to be 3rd and 12 for Smoky Mountain.
Smoky Mountain, 3rd and long, so you just wonder what Smoky Mountain will dial up here. I mean, I got to think they'll try a pass. Would they dare try a deep shot on this play? I don't know. Notice there we see number 20, we see Parks of East Lincoln, number 20 over there on crutches.
Yeah, man, Coffee's dropping back. Going to throw a deep bomb here and overthrown and intercepted by none other than Nate Cureton. Cureton brought out of bounds. That's his 7th interception this year. Just a bad overthrow by Coffee.
Well, I told you that. I said, will they dare take a shot? They went to Cureton Island, and, well, let's just say it wasn't paradise.
Then again, that's not the worst time to throw an interception. That's basically a punt. You put East Lincoln down inside their own 20, but still not the best opening drive for Smoky Mountain. And just like that, the East Lincoln Mustangs will be taking the field, led by sophomore quarterback Marcus Graham, as Trevor Childers is going to be the starting running back this year. It's been between him and Chandler Jones this year. 1st and 10. And it's going to be a designed run for Marcus Graham. Graham following blockers. He's got a lot of room ahead of him. Got the first down and more. Speeding through defenders and going to get out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. They're going to spot him at the 42-yard line. Just like that, it's our first Eddie's Auto Parts first down. Haven't said that in a while, Seth.
Gain of 26 on the ground for Marcus Graham.
Shows you the speed there. On a lot of speed early on here for Marcus Graham. That designed run really well. Nice play call by Coach Bias here. As Smoky Mountain trying to get into their position on defense here. 1st and 10 on the 42. This time it's going to be Trevor Childers taking the handoff. They'll get about short of the 45-yard line. 2 or 3 on the gain there, play there.
So short gain to about the 45. Gain about 3 there for Trevor Childers. Yes, 3-yard gain for Trevor Childers. Bring up 2nd and 7.
2 wide receivers on each side for the Mustangs. Childers to Graham's left. And now he's going to go to his right here. And Graham, another designed run for the sophomore quarterback. He's going to get across midfield, cuts up, cuts back, and he's going to get to about the 39-yard line for another Eddie's Auto Parts first down, as East Lincoln taking advantage of those quick legs that Marcus Graham has.
Tell you, he had that first carry, 26. Man, he only went for 16 on that carry. But again, just the speed. Now, that's one thing about Marcus Graham. You can get him out of the pocket. He can run, and he has shown that. 42 yards rushing on just 2 carries.
Yeah, Smoky Mountain scrambling to get into their position on the defensive line. Trevor Childers with the carry this time. He's chugging his way across the 35-yard line before being stopped at the 34. Gain of about 5 on the play there for the senior.
Yeah, they'll miss him next season, but again, nice solid run for Childers. Picks up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5, and we're about a little more than 2 minutes into this game.
Yeah, almost 2.5 minutes have already gone by on the clock here. 2nd and 5 coming up. Childers now going to Marcus Graham's left, 2 by 2. It's another designed run for Marcus Graham, who's cutting out and now cutting back in. And it's actually going to be dropped for loss this time. Nice play by number 11, Austin Bumgarner.
Great job there by Bumgarner, and had a hold of the jersey. But, hey, anything you can to get Graham down. They lose 1, and now you're looking at 3rd and 6 here. And do we dare see our first passing play of the night for the East Lincoln Mustangs? I got to think we will.
Yeah, Cameron Dollar on the far side of the field, right near the East Lincoln sidelines. 2 by 2 set once again. Actually, it's going to be handoff to Trevor Childers, who met at the line of scrimmage. A whole lot of nothing on that play there for East Lincoln. Nice play by, it looks like, number 95. Actually, they don't have a 95. It's actually 58 on the stop there for Smoky Mountain. That is Devon Stevens. But East Lincoln's going to go for it here. Is there no man's land, really?
Yeah, no gain for Childers, so 4th and 6.
Big play coming up here for East Lincoln. Will they convert? Graham going to roll out the pass here under some pressure. Going to throw off his back foot. Almost intercepted. Almost intercepted by number 7, Cole Hooper. It was intended for Cameron Dollar as just a little bit ahead of him. and was almost intercepted by Hooper.
That's a good play by Hooper. I mean,
Yeah.
he just came from nowhere. I didn't even see him out in the picture, and then all of a sudden, bang, there he was, jumping to break that pass up, but nicely done. So the defense is ruling the way here early on in this first-round playoff game. But then again, you always expect defense to rule in a playoff game.
Now Smoky Mountain will try to recover after that interception. Really anemic first drive for Smoky Mountain. Man going in motion for the Mustangs. It's going to be a quick pass play and broken up there by Ryan Matz, who's broken out this year and had a tremendous year as a junior.
Good job there by Matz to break it up. Forest View 7, Patton nothing. Monroe is up 7-0, and Freedom up despite having 10 players suspended leads West Rowan 7-0.
And that's a hard challenge going against West Rowan, that's for sure. Second down and 10 coming up here for Smoky Mountain. It's going to be a run play to Ridley. Ridley met at the line of scrimmage, going nowhere. Might have lost a yard or two. As on the stop there was number 90, Romaine Hernandez, along with, I think it might have been Chaz Williams as well.
Absolutely. I see Caleb Farley has given Maiden a 7-0 lead against Mount Pleasant.
And that's a big game there tonight. As here at East Lincoln, David Clark Stadium, we are finding ourselves on a third down and 10 yet again for Smoky Mountain here. Will they be more cautious this time around as Ridley's going in motion? And under some pressure, it's a quick over the middle, incomplete. Just a bad throw there by Coffee. Is intended for number 25, Gage Kosnick. And Cameron Dollar was on the coverage for the Mustangs of East Lincoln. So we'll see our first punt of tonight's game. Back deep for the Mustangs of East Lincoln is Trevor Childers and Cameron Dollar. And Cameron and Trevor are at about the 40-yard line. Good hang time punt here. Cameron Dollar is actually going to return it at the 35-yard line. He's going to go from left to right here. Now trying to cut up the middle. Flag on the field at the 40-yard line. That's about where Cameron Dollar was tackled at. As the punter for Smoky Mountain was number 28, Devin Mackey. But we'll see. Will the Mustangs have to go a little bit back here? Might be a holding call. Who knows? Yep, that's it. Holding call against East Lincoln. That's going to move the Mustangs back 10 yards to about the 30-yard line.
So the Mustangs starting and a little blue light special going on over the distance.
Yeah, I think there might be a wreck up here right at the Highway 73 here at East Lincoln. So false prayers going to everyone involved there. Hate to see that. And first down and 10 here for East Lincoln. Moved it almost into field goal range and they failed to convert on fourth down on their first drive. And Trevor Childers going to take the handoff here. Got a lot of room and is going to get about 7 or 8 yards. A good chunk of yardage there for the senior tailback. And it'll be second down and about 1 or 2 here.
Yeah, I've got him with about an 8-yard gain. We'll see what the official mark is. But, yes, 8 yards for Childers. Just a very shifty runner. Yeah, he gets his yards and goes about his business.
And it's going to be a fake, a fumble on the play, and it's going to be recovered by Smoky Mountain. A big mistake there by East Lincoln, and Smoky Mountain's going to have great field position as Marcus Graham was trying to do a read option play as he was pulling it out of Trevor Childers. It was fumbled and recovered by number 30, Kyle Bradley.
Kyle Bradley falls on it, and now Smoky Mountain sitting pretty after the turnover. And so we talked about it. Can't be doing that stuff if you're East Lincoln.
Yep. Johnny on the spot there was Bradley. And now dropping back is Coffee. A pump fake. He's going to throw the deep ball yet again. And wide open is Hopper. Hopper just a little bit over his hands. Almost had it. Would have been a big catch, maybe a touchdown. As C. Nate Kierton was wanting a little push-off pass interference there, but he wasn't getting the call. Luckily for him, just out of reach for Hopper.
Yes. So just a little too much on that throw. And
for Hooper.
For Hooper, he'll be second down.
Hey, is that kid Hopper or Hooper? We got Hooper.
I think we...
Yeah, excuse us, that was Hooper, not Hopper. As Ridley's going to take the handoff here. Got a lot of room ahead of him. Gotten to get the first down and more before being brought down at about the 24-yard line. That's an Eddie's Auto Parts first down for Ridley.
He got about 12 on that play, did Ridley.
Number 28, Trevor Childers.
As Trevor Childers was on the stop there for the Mustangs.
Smoky Mountain at the Mustang 24-yard line.
As it is weird, whenever we say Mustangs, we got to clarify really It's kind of weird how this works with two teams having the same mascot here. 1st and 10, Ridley to the left. And it's going to be a quick pass by Coffee. It's complete. And the first down and more on the play. And Eli Smith pushes the receiver out of bounds. On the catch there was Austin Bumgarner, number 11. That's good enough for another Eddie's Auto Parts first down, as now Smoky Mountain is driving down into the red zone here, as it's going to be 1st and goal. Ball just inside the 10-yard line at the 9-yard line.
15-yard pass play there.
It'll be 1st and goal for Smoky Mountain at the Mustang 9.
Smoky Mountain spreading out a little bit. It's going to be a delayed handoff to Ridley. Ridley cuts up the right, and he's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. Smoky Mountain takes the lead first.
West End Sales and Vale touchdown for who else? Matthew Ridley, 9 yards out. And just like that, Smoky Mountain on the board first here, and it's kind of taking the air out of this crowd here at David Clark Stadium.
Yes, it's completely dead silent over here on the home side at David Clark Stadium, as we can hear loud cheers from the visitors who traveled 2.5 hours to see this ball game here. Smoky Mountain attempting the PAT here. And the kick is up. It's a lower kick, but it's good. So on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, Smoky Mountain out early with a 7-0 lead with 6:14 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be back right after this message.
The Polaris Full Throttle Sales Event is underway at Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia. Come in now and get up to $3,000 in rebates on selected Polaris models. Plus, get financing as low as 2.99% for 36 months. Plus, the Yamaha Holiday Sales Event is underway. Get 3.99% APR financing, plus up to $750 in customer cash. Find out the details at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Lowell.
Back here at David Clark Stadium here, the LincolnCounty.com Game of the Week presented by Ronaldo Auto Mall. Evan Ludwig Seffi is with you as Smoky Mountains jump to an early 7-0 lead after a fumble on the handoff between Marcus Graham and Trevor Childers.
And a 9-yard touchdown run by Matthew Ridley. Elsewhere in the SD7, Lincoln it's up 7-0 on Thomasville. West Caldwell 7-0 over West Stokes. And Maiden tied at 7 with Mount Pleasant.
And back deep to return this kick here for the Mustangs is actually going to be Trevor Childers, who added, no, not Trevor Childers, that's number 82 there. That is Gabe Duncan.
They tried a little squib kick there.
Yeah, tried a little squib kick. I was looking down the field to see if they're going to kick it to Jalen Frazier. But still good field position for the Mustangs. Still have the ball up their own 36-yard line to start the drive.
I think they saw what happened against Lincoln, and that's what happens when you kick to Jalen Frazier.
Yeah.
They must have KTC broadcast must be popular in Silva. They did their homework.
Yeah, they did their homework there. So it's 1st down and 10 here. 3rd drive of the evening for the Mustangs here. So I think the Mustangs are wanting a player out there. They're going to have to bring Nate Kierton out. So 1st and 10 here for the Mustangs. Pistol formation. Graham going to drop back and pass. It's going to be a pass to Jalen Frazier in the backfield. Frazier's got a lot of room ahead of him, and now being bumped, and he's still on his feet. And now he's drugged to the 1st down marker for a 1st down. Wow. And then he's out of parts 1st down.
Gain of about 11 there for Jalen Frazier.
He just kept on going. He was hit
about. Swing pass to, again, Jalen Frazier. But you were saying, I'm sorry.
He kept on going. A lot of contact with him on the play. But it took a lot for him to get down, and the guy drug him forward to the 1st down marker. And now East Lincoln has the ball on their own 48-yard line, 1st down and 10. It's going to be another pass play here for Marcus Graham. Graham's actually looking deep this time for Cameron Dollar, and overthrown. Overthrown by Cameron Dollar. Good coverage there by number 7, Cole Hooper.
Yeah, I looked a bit too deep there for Cameron Dollar. I mean, if you're going to throw deep, that's the guy to throw it to. But even with Cameron Dollar, that throw just a little bit out there. So 2nd down coming up as we're now halfway through the first quarter. More than halfway through the first quarter.
Yeah, more than halfway through the first quarter. Smoky Mountain has a 7-0 lead over East Lincoln. Here's 2nd down and 10. Ball on East Lincoln 48-yard line, almost at midfield here. And now it's going to be a read option, and it's going to be Jalen Frazier taking the handoff here. And Frazier gets little to no gain on the play as Smoky Mountain sniffed that one out. It's going to be 3rd and long coming up here for East Lincoln.
Yeah, Smoky Mountain playing very good assignment football on that play. Frazier had nowhere to go.
Yeah, it's interesting. Haven't really seen Frazier that much in the backfield this year. It's usually been Chandler Jones or Trevor Childers. Chandler Jones has been hurt throughout the year at some portions, so. But then again, Trevor Childers plays both ways, so trying to keep him healthy and preserved here. 3rd down and 9 coming up for East Lincoln. It's going to be a pass for Marcus Graham. Graham got time. Now he's going to throw through the middle. It's caught by Sidney Dollar Sidney Dollar's well short of the first down, but Cameron Dollar was over the middle about 10 yards behind Sidney. I don't know if that was intended for Cameron or Sidney there.
Gain about 3 on that play.
Yeah, interesting scenario there. And East Lincoln's going to have to bring the punt team out for the first time tonight. Cameron Dollar, the punter, has got himself a leg. Going to have 2 men go back deep for Smoky Mountain. Number 11, along with number 14. Number 11 is Austin Baumgartner. Number 14, Connor Moore. And Cameron Dollar got a lot of time to punt that one. Good punt. Let's see if it's going to take a friendly bounce. It's almost into the end zone. Will it be saved? And a great punt by Cameron Dollar. That's going inside the 5-yard line.
Well, that's a good. If you're going to punt, that's a good way to punt and have them, pin them deep. So now you got to trust that defense, which is a quite. I would describe. Would I be right in describing this defense as an opportunistic defense?
Yes. As it looks like the ball's going to be spotted at about the in between the 1 and 2 yard line here to start start this drive for Smoky Mountain here. Got 4:16 remaining in the first quarter. Smoky Mountain's up to a 7-0 lead on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. Going to be handoff to Ridley to the right side. Ridley might have gotten about 2 yards on the play, but that's about it. It's going to make it about 2nd and 8 coming up here for Smoky Mountain.
So on my chart here, Ridley's the only one I've got with a rush so far. I mean, it's funny. Usually I have this filled up with a couple of different names. He's the only name so far.
Yeah,
Gained about 2.
Matthew Ridley, and he's a smaller back too, only 5'6".
But he is the star bell cow for this team.
Yeah, he's definitely a bell cow. So taking a while for Smoky Mountain to get the play call in. It's Coffee looking to his right, trips to the right side for Smoky Mountain. As a flag on the field, that might be movement against either Smoky Mountain or East Lincoln. Looks like it's against Smoky Mountain. Actually, no, it's a sideline warning against Smoky Mountain. And I'll get those almost every game. It'd be hard to stay behind those lines sometimes if you're a coach.
Especially if you're getting excited.
Second down and 8 here. Coffey's going to get a quick screen pass and dropped on the play as it was supposed to be intended for Austin Baumgartner. Gotten the breadbasket there from Baumgartner, but he dropped it there. And it's going to be 3rd and long coming up here for Smoky Mountain, who's in a tough predicament here, being deep in their own territory and it being 3rd and long.
So I've seen it balance so far. They've run it with Ridley. Well, not really a balance. They've run it 5 times with Ridley, and they've thrown it 7 times.
Yeah, so nice mix for the Smoky Mountain offense. As it's going to be another pass play for Coffee, looking for the slant route. Now looking under pressure, going to try to scramble, and he's sacked from behind. He got back to about the line of scrimmage, I believe. So 53 of the Mustangs was on the stop. That is Devin Rigdon. Nice play by Devin Rigdon, who is also an offensive lineman. So 3-and-out drive for Smoky Mountain. Didn't give up a safety, so that is a positive. Being pinned that deep. So that shows that Cameron Dollar's got himself a leg too. So he got him right inside the 5-yard line. Perfect spot there by Cameron Dollar, and they're waiting to take the punt at about the 30-yard line. Let's see what they can do this time. Almost blocked by East Lincoln. And a nice hang time punt. Cameron Dollar going to actually, I don't know if he touched it or not, but he's still trying to return it. I don't know, but Smoky Mountain will pin them back deep. Actually, they're saying Cameron Dollar touched it. Cameron Dollar apparently touched the ball, got away from the ball, not knowing really what to do. And now Smoky Mountain has the ball at the East Lincoln 35-yard line. Oh, my gosh. Coach Bias is absolutely beside himself here. Oh, my gosh. Another turnover for East Lincoln. 2 in the first quarter.
And you talk about hitting the self-destruct button in this first quarter.
Yeah, now the officials having, all the officials, one of them is going closer toward it, but they flag on the field, so don't know what this is going to do.
We have a penalty marker on the play.
Personal foul against East Lincoln. Well, that's going to help Smoky Mountain even more. Coach Bias still beside himself. He's almost wanting to go past the numbers. Well, he's about to give the side judge the business, that's for sure.
Let's see, rage level. Okay, it's Nick Saban. Now he's getting toward Butch Jones level rage, so let's hold on here.
Actually, they called it against East Lincoln, but it's against Smoky Mountain. I guess there was a mistake there by the head official.
Must have been, because now Smoky Mountain, it's 1st and 10 at midfield, so bias is back just to be a normal stoic Mark D'Antonio demeanor.
Yeah, well, after the controversial, I mean, Cameron Dollar was extremely close to touching it. That's for sure. If he didn't touch it, it was close. Had to be careful there, and that punt took a big Smoky Mountain bounce. As now Smoky Mountain's going to call a timeout, and we'll take a timeout to try. And,
let's catch our breath here, folks.
We're going to catch our breath here, and we'll be right back.
Shop now for Christmas at Al Lane Motorsports in Lincoln, and it's time to ride. See the Kimco 90 for only $24.99, or the Kimco 150 for $29.99, and the Kimco 270 is $37.99. Al Lane has the Kimco 450 for $49.99, and that includes a winch, or a Kimco 500i with a free winch for just $59.99, and the Kimco side-by-side 450i is $79.99. Financing available with approved credit at Al Lane Motorsports, Highway 27, 73 intersection, just east of Lincoln.
And back here at David Clark Stadium, a lot of confusion here as another turnover, this time a punt where Cameron Dollar, we don't really know if he actually touched the punt or not. He got close, but the official saying he touched it, and Smoky Mountain has the ball right at midfield after having the ball inside their own 5-yard lines before the punt. And 1st down and 10 here for Smoky Mountain. Going to be a handoff to Ridley. And he's stopped in the backfield by Ryan Matz. No one touched Ryan Matz on the play.
Someone missed the assignment there. I know it's a Captain Obvious statement, but Ryan Matz just lays the wood to him there. A loss of 3 for Ridley. And this crowd is getting loud again.
That's something that they needed. A lot of booze drained from the home side here. Coach Bias took about 20 seconds still while we were gone. Still complaining to the head official. Shows you how mad he was. It's going to be a pass play for Coffee this time, who's under some pressure from the middle. A holding call is going to be called against Smoky Mountain, and a pass is complete. But this one's going to be most likely coming back as Coffee also took a shot right after throwing the ball. And it's going to be holding against Smoky Mountain as expected. They're really holding on number 90, Romain Hernandez, who was being held by 2 men, but was still bringing a lot of pressure to Coffee.
Yes. So now you're looking at 2nd and what was the term you used earlier this year? 2nd and a pumpkin center mile or something?
Yeah.
Or cat square mile. Or you used some reference, I forgot. But it's 2nd and they need a taxi ride to get the 1st down, 23 yards to be exact.
Yeah, they're going to need a taxi ride. I don't know if they're going to have to use Robert De Niro as a taxi driver here, but nonetheless, it's going to be a lot. It's going to take a big play for Smoky Mountain to get a 1st down here. Ball all the way inside the 30-yard line at the 27-yard line. Man going in motion for the Smoky Mountain Mustangs. Of course, Coffee taking a deep drop back, and he's taking a deep throw to Hooper. And overthrown by about 3 or 4 yards was Hooper. Nate Kierton on the coverage. He was actually ahead of Hooper on the play. And it's going to be 3rd and extremely long coming up here.
It's 3rd and 33, actually, not 23. So might have to get a Robert De Niro or Seinfeld taxi cab driver.
It's taken a lot, but we did see East Lincoln earlier this year get a touchdown on 3rd and 37.
That is true.
So anything's possible here. As now Hooper had to run back to the line of scrimmage here. Man going in motion, looks like Ridley. It's actually going to be a screen pass here. Fake, and then Coffee throws the ball while being thrown down. Incomplete pass. Ryan Matz brought the pressure. Another big play by Ryan Matz early on in this ball game.
Well, he's unblockable on the defensive side of the football right now. You look at me, he's finding a way through. He's getting to the quarterback, and he's making Nate Coffey's life a living heck in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, and Nate Coffey, and he's on the blind side. So he's been having to look behind his 2 eyes here. The blind side has not been friendly for Coffee tonight as Ryan Matz has brought a lot of pressure. Now the punt team is out again. Will we have another controversial punt this time?
Let's hope not.
Well, let's hope not. Back deep is Cameron Dollar and Trevor Childers. Cameron Dollar is going to return this one here at the 34-yard line. And now he's speeding up, cutting back up to the outside, getting across the 40-yard line, and is out of bounds at the 42-yard line. East Lincoln people wanting a horse collar, but they're not going to get it.
49.2 seconds left in the 1st quarter. We had Hunter Huss trailing Parkwood. I think Lincolnton is still up on Thomasville. And I believe Maiden is up on Mount Pleasant. Also, Franklin leading Stuart Kramer.
Stuart Kramer, congratulations to them, making their first playoff game in school history. Well, if they do win this game, it's going to be a tough challenge next week because they'll most likely have to play Shelby.
Yes, who was up 7-0 on North Surrey last I saw.
First down and 10 here. Been a while since we've seen the offense out in the field. 2-by-2 set. Childers to Marcus Graham's left, now right as he switched over. And it's going to be a handoff to Trevor Childers going right up the middle. Tackled in between the 47 and 48-yard line. Good chunk of yardage there for Childers.
Again, he just gets those steady runs. 3, 5, 8. This one went for 4.
And doing a good job tonight is Trevor Childers. Was a part of that fumble early on, but other than that, he's done pretty solid as a running back tonight. No huddle once again for East Lincoln. Another handoff to Trevor Childers. Childers gets across midfield. He was met right at the line of scrimmage, but somehow gets to midfield. It'll make it third down and short. As this might be the end of the first quarter. Who knows? East Lincoln might run a play here. Depends on what happens. 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and I think they're going to actually keep it. Well, they're trying to get. They're in stance here. They might get the playoff.
No.
Nope, they won't. They won't. I don't think they realized how close they were to the end of the first quarter. And that's going to do it for the end of the first quarter. Smoky Mountain on top of East Lincoln 7-0 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. We'll be back right after this message.
Get the cutting edge, get the commercial grade with Kubota's new Z700 series commercial zero turn mower that raises the bar for quality, durability, precision, and all-around value from Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. No other mower in its class even comes close. Cut with the best, cut with the Kubota Z700 with a comprehensive 2-year warranty. See Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive in Kings Mountain. Ask for the new Kubota Z700.
Back here at David Clark Stadium, about ready to start the second quarter here at David Clark Stadium. Smoky Mountain has a 7-0 lead. Seth, you got some scores from around the area?
Yeah, random playoff games is North Forsyth 10, Burns nothing. Mount Pleasant 14, Maiden 7. Kings Mountain leads Ledford 14-10 in the first. Shelby now up 21-0 on North Surrey. Northmore, Bessemer City scoreless. And let's see if I can squeeze it in. Monroe up 14-0 on West Lincoln. Also West Caldwell up on West Stokes.
Yeah, 13-0 in the score for West Caldwell. The winner of this game will play the winner of that game between West Caldwell and West Stokes. Third and short coming up here for East Lincoln. Trevor Childers has had the ball the whole drive. This time it's going to be Graham. He splits for a defender. He's going to get the first down and more. Wow, the elusiveness of Marcus Graham was on display there as he had 2 defenders in the backfield, and he juked right up into the middle, cut up right in the middle, and then got the first down.
Yeah, good gain there. About 10, 11.
About 6 on the play. And now Marcus Graham going to be going under center for the first time tonight after the Eddie's Auto Parts first down. They're going to have Peyton Pesavento go in motion, and it's going to be a handoff to Jalen Frazier. A little bit of misdirection, looked like the wing T formation that we've seen from their rivals, North Lincoln. And that's a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play.
3-yard gain for Frazier brings up second down and 7.
Pick up the 3 on the carry, brings up second and 7.
Now having Sidney Dollar and Peyton Pesavento go to the right side. Cameron Dollar now moving up a little bit. He's going to be lined up at tight end here in this wing T formation, it looks like. Option. It's going to be Trevor Childers. Got a lot of room ahead of him. He's across the 30-yard line, getting the block help from Cameron Dollar. And now he gets out of bounds, forced out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. A big run for Trevor Childers, and Eddie's Auto Parts first down.
I got to check, make sure they'll mark it, but if my math's correct, I think it might be a 31-yard run for Trevor Childers.
Yeah, he's having a big night here tonight early on, as they've been relying on him a lot. Had a big game against Maiden a couple weeks ago. Ever since he's really been the starting running back, with Chandler Jones being hurt, he's really been effective for East Lincoln. Now East Lincoln going back into the shotgun formation. Got Dalton Salerno as a fullback right behind the guards, and now they're going I formation, which has been deadly in the red zone this year for East Lincoln. And it's going to be a handoff to Trevor Childers. Trevor Childers going to the right side, cutting back up to the left side, and he was met by a lot of Mustangs before his own Mustangs push him forward about 2 or 3 yards. And now, wait, we might.
Did he fumble?
He did. Oh my gosh, he fumbled the ball. Another turnover by East Lincoln. It's their 3rd turnover of the night.
Well,
and we're only a little over a quarter into this ball game.
That's the one thing. You know, you love the great effort, but sometimes when you make that extra effort, sometimes you risk losing the football in a situation like that. when you refuse to go down, and that's exactly what happened here. And East Lincoln, another turnover. It is all Smoky Mountain.
And Smoky Mountain will have the ball at their own 4-yard line. Defense has been doing their job for the most part for East Lincoln tonight.
Well, it's not all Smoky Mountain. They're only up to 7-0, but I guess turnover-wise, it seems that way.
Yes. And Coffee going to be handed it off to Ridley. Ridley met in the backfield once. No, actually, a read option play. Coffee had me fooled. He's going to get the first down. And Coffee gets tackled at about the 19-yard line, gets them out of that danger zone. Nice read option play that had me fooled, Seth.
Had me fooled, too. So he got about, he
15 on the play.
15. I was trying to cut the yards there, but yeah, good 15-yard run for Nate Coffee.
Now first down to 10. And Eddie's Auto Parts first down there for Smoky Mountain. Coffee giving some directions to Bumgarner. Now giving it to the other wide receivers. Trips to the right side for Smoky Mountain. Going to be a quick pass overthrown, but almost through the hands of Bumgarner. Incomplete pass.
That Coffee's pass was incomplete. Intended for number 11, Austin Bumgarner. Number 2, Nate Curtin on the coverage for the Mustangs.
It's going to be second down and 10 coming up here for Smoky Mountain. Ball at about the 20-yard line. And the East Lincoln band giving some encouragement. They're very loud here for the Mustangs of East Lincoln. Going to be another quick pass to Bumgarner. This one, another drop. This one was a better throw by Coffee, but through the hands of Bumgarner again.
Thought for a minute an on-rush and Nate Curtin was going to scoop that thing.
Yeah, I mean, same exact play ran there by Smoky Mountain. Same result, basically. Now it's 3rd and 10 for Smoky Mountain as we're having some substitutions coming in and out. They're having some tough time substituting. Now Judd Reel coming into the ball game. Had some confusion there. Chaz Williams and Jermaine Hernandez are out of the game now. 3rd and long coming up here for Smoky Mountain. Coffee's going to drop back this time under some pressure. Going to step up in the pocket now. Going to throw the ball, and it's going to be caught. Caught for a first down by number 14. That is Connor Moore. What an amazing play there by Coffee by staying up and not getting sacked.
38 yards by my math.
That was a great play by Coffee there.
And again, that was Bumgarner with the catch. That's his second of the night. He's been on the receiving end of both catches from both completions for Smoky Mountain.
And Eddie's Auto Parts first down. They're now in East Lincoln territory. It's going to be a pass play. Coffee under some pressure. Going to throw the ball tipped and almost caught by Bumgarner.
What in the world? That was not a good decision, and he almost paid for it. Then he almost benefited.
He was under pressure by Terry Farrell. That did not help things, but still a poor decision there by Coffee after making a terrific play on 3rd and long. It's going to be second down and 10 coming up. They haven't utilized Ridley on this drive despite really only the read option play that had everyone fooled. Other than that, Ridley's been quiet on this drive. Just like that, he's going to get the handoff here. He's met at the line of scrimmage, tackled by Judd Reel. And it's going to be 3rd and 9 coming up here for Smoky Mountain.
Okay, by number 19, Matthew Ridley. Brought down by number 3, Judd Reel.
East Lincoln trying to get a stop here. This is going to be another big 3rd down. Will Smoky Mountain continue to drive here tonight? 9:46 left in the first half remaining in this game. We're now going to have some shifts. Bumgarner. It's going to be more of a bunched up formation. Still 10 seconds remaining on the play clock. 2 receivers, 2 to right, 1 to the left. It's going to be a trickery here. Hooper's going to throw the ball, and it's through the middle, and it's caught by number 25. First down. He's still on his feet at the 10-yard line. Eli Smith brings him down at about the 9-yard line. Trickeration there by Smoky Mountain. Throw right through the middle of 2 defenders. Complete to number 25, Greg Kosnick.
It's a gain of 31.
Just like the last pass on 3rd down. And now, Smoky Mountain's in the goal line. They're inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal coming up here for Smoky Mountain. With 9:06.
We add a couple more to that then. He's at the 6.
It's going to be a handoff to Ridley on this play. No, it's a read option for Coffee. Coffee gets a couple yards close to the end zone. He gets the touchdown.
Touchdown, Smoky Mountain.
Smoky Mountain now has a 13-0 lead over East Lincoln. And both touchdowns coming after turnovers by East Lincoln.
Denver, we have a problem.
Yeah, so West End Sales and Vale touchdown for Smoky Mountain. They're trying to come up 14-0 here early on in this ball game.
My goodness.
And the PAT is up, and that's a beautiful one, and it's good. So with 8:54 remaining in the first half, Smoky Mountain has a 14-0 lead over East Lincoln.
You can always count on Jeff's Auto Sales in Lincolnton for your next quality car or truck you're looking for. They also have a second location at 427 North Highway 16 in Denver. American owned and operated Jeff's Auto Sales also offer in-house and on-the-lot financing, and bank financing is available too. Consignments are offered as well. When you're looking for your next car or truck, think of Jeff's Auto Sales in Lincolnton in Denver. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, Saturday 9 to 5. Jeff's Auto Sales, proud supporters of Lincoln County football.
Back here at David Clark Stadium, as Smoky Mountain now has extended their lead over East Lincoln to 14-0. Evan Ludwig, Seth Thieves alongside with you for tonight's game. As not many people saw this one coming to start the playoffs here, Seth.
No, I mean, give credit to Smoky Mountain, though. They're just taking advantage, and they're going down the field. Ledford is up 17-14 on Kings Mountain.
It's going to be another squib kick over Terry Farrell's head, and that's going to go out of bounds, but the flag is going to be called, so East Lincoln will have the ball at their own 35-yard line. Some good luck there for East Lincoln.
Elsewhere, North Forsyth 10-6 for Burns. Monroe now leads West Lincoln 21-0. That's the same score with Lincolnton leading Thomasville.
Yeah, Lincolnton, the only team, I believe, in the SD7 that's in the 2A bracket, I believe.
South Point 24, West Henderson 0. It's Red Raider time. They usually start clicking about this time.
Ever since that loss to Hunter Huss, they have been clicking. Actually, they're going to say Terry Farrell touched it, which he was close to, I believe.
Hey, all I'm going to say with South Point is, it's the money months. Keep an eye on them. They usually show up about then.
Mm-hmm. Now, they said Terry Farrell tipped it. So now instead of being at the 35-yard line, East Lincoln's going to have the ball at about the 21-yard line. So that's a net loss of about 15 yards almost. Not many things going East Lincoln's way so far. 3 turnovers early in the game. This reminds me a lot of this the Hunter Huss game to start the year.
Yeah, I mean, they really need to get it going here, East Lincoln. Well, they didn't listen to our keys to the game, did they?
No.
They are shooting themselves in the foot and everything.
And the last turnover was worse because they were in the red zone move. It looked like they were going to score a touchdown here before a fumble by Trevor Childers. Peyton Pesavento going in motion. That means we're going to have trips to the left side. It's going to be a quick pass here. Marcus Graham under some pressure. He's going to scramble. He got through the first line of defense and is going to be brought down to about the 24-yard line. Gain of about 3 or 4 on the play.
Yeah, Pike collapsed, so Graham figured he might as well take off. And he does for 4 yards. So second down and 6 coming up for Marcus Graham, who's had some good runs tonight. He had a run of 26 early in the game.
But hasn't got the passing game going.
No, I've got him at 2 of 4, 15 yards.
Now the defensive line scrambling to get in position for Smoky Mountain. They will just in time as Marcus Graham, a designed run. He gets through the first defender, and he's got a lot of room ahead of him. Still on his feet trying to tiptoe down the sideline, but he falls out of bounds at about the 33, 34-yard line. Looks like it's good enough for an Eddie's Auto Parts first down.
Good block there by Peyton Pesavento. I mean, he made an excellent block, and it paved the way for Graham. And it is the first down. Trying to calculate the yards here.
To be first and 10 Mustangs at their own.
It's actually the 34-yard line. Peyton Pesavento, you said he made a good block. He really drilled that defender down. He's 5'10", so size doesn't matter about everything.
About
7 or 8.
Yeah.
It's pitch out to Trevor Childers this time on a read option. Flag on the field. Trevor Childers does get about 8 or 9, but this one's probably going back here, Seth.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's usually in the area of holding. But yeah, good block there. I still love that block by Pesavento just moments ago.
Tanner Norman. We have a penalty marker on the play.
Holding against the Mustangs of East Lincoln.
We have a holding call go against the Mustangs.
So that'll move East Lincoln back 10 yards, and it'll be first and about 20.
Well, if it can go wrong, it has for East Lincoln in this first half.
Yes, certainly the case. And we're not even halfway through the second quarter. And the ball is going to be spotted now at about the 24-yard line. So, yes, it will be first and 20 coming up here for the Mustangs. So now let's see how the Mustangs can recover after the holding penalty.
7:53 and counting left in the first half.
2x2, and Graham's going to drop back to pass. Got a big drop back, a screen pass to Cameron Dollar, caught a little high, but he's got a lot of room ahead of him at the 40, 45, 50, and he's at the 40, 30, now cutting up the field, and he's still on his feet, going right to left, and he's at the 20, 10, 5, got 1 man ahead of him, and he's finally dropped at about the 10-yard line on a face mask call against Smoky Mountain. A big play by Cameron Dollar.
Why did you not call that, referee? Good Lord.
A big play, and Eddie's Auto Parts first down for Cameron Dollar, and they're going to get an extra yards by the penalty, Smoky Mountain.
Marcus Graham's pass was complete to number 4, Cameron Dollar. And we have the penalty marker on the play.
6.
I didn't see it do it. I kept waiting for that little short dude right yonder.
About a 74, 75-yard gain on the play by Cameron Dollar. Just a simple screen pass got the job done, and they had to add 5 extra yards after the face mask penalty. First and goal coming up here for East Lincoln, and Marcus Graham's going to have to burn a timeout here. It's the first timeout. Will Mercer was missing. They were needing to have Will Mercer on the field, but Seth, what is
a wake-up call.
That is definitely what East Lincoln needed. Now they actually got to take advantage of this and get into the end zone.
They sure do. I mean, a 74-yard pass play and the penalty added to it. It'll be first and goal at the 4 up here and check the scores. But, yeah, East Lincoln needs this to get back into this game. Let's check the scores right here real quick. We have led for 24-21 over Kings Mountain.
That's a shootout.
Excuse me. Lincoln up 28-0. Shelby up 28-0. These scores are nothing to sneeze at, by the way. RS Central leads Wilkes Central 7-0. So Mount Island Charter all over Andrews 29-0, and Mount Pleasant on top of Maiden 21-7.
Wow, that was a tough game nonetheless for Maiden, but it's a good matchup between those two teams, and now both teams are out in the field here at this game. 14-0 lead for Smoky Mountain, but East Lincoln looking to change that quickly. First and goal inside the 5-yard line at the 4-yard line. I formation, and it's going to be Trevor Childers taking the handoff, and he'll get into the end zone for the touchdown. The East Lincoln Mustangs are now on the board after about 15 minutes of not hearing that cannon tonight.
Fire the cannons?
Yeah, they finally fired the cannons here. Trevor Childers gets the Mustangs on the board.
A big wake-up call. West End Salesville touchdown. Trevor Childers from 4 yards out. And as I said, fire the cannons. We got a game now in our hands, Mr. Ludwig.
Yes, we do. Now, Ryan Shanklin coming out to attempt the PAT. He's been good almost all year for the Mustangs. Trying to make it a 7-point deficit they have. Big ups to Cameron Dollar with the 74-yard reception that led to this touchdown on the simple screen pass. High snap for Shanklin, but that kick is good. That's a dandy. And with 7:15 remaining in the first half, East Lincoln now trails Smoky Mountain on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, 14-7. Be back right after this.
The Chuck Wagon Grill in Lincoln wants to take this time to wish number 28, Trevor Childers of the East Lincoln Mustangs, the best of luck. The Chuck Wagon Grill is proud to be a sponsor of high school football. For award-winning food, check out the Chuck Wagon Grill. Open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. You'll find some great daily lunch and dinner time specials. And they cater too for any occasion or any size event. For more information, call 704-732-4777. The Chuck Wagon Grill, 3051 Highway 27 east of Lincoln. Go Mustangs!
Back here at East Lincoln High School as the Mustangs gotten much needed energy boost as they now trail 14-7 after a 4-yard touchdown run by Trevor Childers. Big assist to Cameron Dollar on the 74-yard reception on a screen pass. And now the Mustangs only trail by 7, Seth.
Yes, they really needed that. Here comes your kickoff.
Shanklin first kickoff of the night. And actually a flag on the field, offside call against the Mustangs. That was a good kick. Good kick there by Shanklin, but it's not going to count. So that'll move the Mustangs 5 yards back.
But a penalty marker on the kickoff.
We're still seeing up here. That's been evident since about kickoff. We had a big wreck up here at East Lincoln High School. We've seen lots of sirens. The police cars looks pretty brutal. So hope everyone's all right. If you just looks pretty bad.
Yeah. I never saw the wreck happen.
I never saw the wreck happen either. But you know we are in the dark now with daylight savings now coming up. But 4 or 5 cop cars, got a fire truck. It looks pretty ugly. So thoughts and prayers go out to everyone involved in that.
Here. Now we'll see if we can do this again.
Now let's see if we're going to have a flag here. Nope, not this time. And a line drive kick and goes through. Oh my gosh, and it goes out of bounds. As Smoky Mountain, it went through the legs of number 1, Cyrus Lanning, shades of Bill Buckner there. It went right in between his legs, just like what happened to Bill Buckner in the World Series. And a flag actually on the field here.
I'm surprised you, of all people, would make that reference.
I know.
I wasn't going to say it, but...
Yeah, personal foul call against East Lincoln. Oh my gosh. Did not see that, but another costly mistake there. As it looks like it might have been against Connor Fail or Jonathan Biaggi.
I think it's 40 because Bias was really chewing out 40. And
that might be a JV call-up.
Bias was none too pleased with 40.
Well, after that penalty, it was going to have Smoky Mountain pinned at their own 25-yard line. Said it's going to be about the 40-yard line, I would think.
Exactly so.
And a personal foul call go against the Mustangs.
7:13 to play in the first half, and Smoky Mountain leads 14-7. They'll have decent field position. They're still trying to sort this out.
Yeah, I think they're trying to sort out where the ball was spotted at. I think that's really what it is. But these refs have had a lot of talking time here. The fans are about to boo the refs as they're talking to East Lincoln's coaches. I think they're just trying to sort things out, see exactly what happened. Don't really know. It's been curious. I was looking to see who would return the kickoff, so I couldn't tell. Actually, I think they might be wanting to re-kick here, Seth.
Oh, dear. This looks like the all-star race all of a sudden. A mass confusion. Don't really know what's going on here.
Oh, my gosh. And East Lincoln's real. I mean, this is going to be great field position here for Smoky Mountain.
Oh, my gosh. They're going to kick from the 20.
The 20-yard line here. Oh, my gosh.
Bias is letting the referees have it.
He's been letting them have it all night long.
I think he's asking up to the Lord saying, help me, help me.
Yes, and I mean, we're not even at halftime, and he's already had to shoot out the referees.
You think he's gone to Butch Jones level yet?
I don't know, but he might go past that just the way this game's going.
Oh, God, I don't want to see anybody get past that. No, I do not want to see anybody get past that.
Coach Bias showing frustration here. That side judge has had a rough night early on.
He's still yelling.
And that head ref has too. And now the refs are talking once again here.
This is ridiculous. I mean, goodness gracious. I mean,
I guess they're trying to see the spot of where the ball was at the last time. Now we got things situated, hopefully.
I hope so. The crowd none too pleased.
No, not at all. I guess it might be a dead ball, personal foul. I'm not sure, but interesting.
Bias has now gone to the other side of the field, and he's letting the ref over there have it.
And now Ryan Shanklin going to kick it off. A good kickoff as Ridley's going to take it at about the 27-yard line. Got some room ahead of him. And he's going to get tackled at about the 42, 43-yard line. And I do not see any flags we got for the kickoff.
Hallelujah. Now we can play some football again. Parkwood 17, Hunter Huss 7.
Wow, is Hunter Huss having a tremendous season after starting 0-3.
It's a shock brewing in Gastonia. We'll see.
As a good field position for Smoky Mountain, ball on their own 42-yard line. Smoky Mountain drove the ball down the field 96 yards on their last drive. Just very hard to do against a defense like the Mustangs of East Lincoln. Coffee trips to the left side for Coffee. It's going to be a drop back pass for him. Got a lot of time to throw. Throws through the middle, and that's caught by Hooper. Just a great catch there by Hooper. That's an Eddie's Auto Parts first down.
Gain of 22 yards.
A leaping catch there by Hooper as Jalen Frazier, a smaller receiver, couldn't really defend that one as much. Frazier, of course, only 5'9", going against Hooper, who is
37-yard line.
He is 6'3", so quite a difference there between the height of Hooper and Jalen Frazier. It's first down, 10 ball on the East Lincoln 42. It's going to be a quick screen pass to number 14. He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. That was Connor Moore. Connor Moore made a big pass on that last drive on third down and long. But unlike the last reception he made, it's not as big And it's actually for negative yardage, so it's going to be about 2nd and 14.
Loss of 5 on
Or actually 2nd and 15 coming up here for Smoky Mountain. They're now outside the 40-yard line at the 42-yard line. And in the shotgun formation, Ridley, 2 Coffees left. It's going to be a handoff to Coffee. Actually, Ridley. Ridley gets through the line of scrimmage, but nothing much after that. About 2 yards on the play for Ridley. It's going to be 3rd and long coming up for the Mustangs. We're now seeing Jermaine Hernandez coming in for Chaz Williams. As Will Mercer on the stop.
I like these players in this defense. Mercer and Matz and Hernandez, and then you've got you have Childers on defense. You've got Hearton and
both Dollars.
Real, both Dollars. Solid defense. Frazier's there. I haven't seen Judd Real tonight.
I have seen him a little bit.
There he is, right there.
And a timeout has been called by Smoky Mountain. We'll take a quick timeout of ourselves. We'll be right back after this.
Sweet Mama's is a unique gift shop and art studio in Denver. Please stop by for local and handmade products in the gift shop or sit down and paint wooden patterns for your front door or any room in the house. Custom monograms, framed initials, and many others to choose from. Ask how you can paint absolutely free. A great venue to hold a creative painting party. Parties are scheduled for all ages and budgets. Book your party by calling 704-489-6555, and better yet, come on by. Sweet Mama is 1873 North Highway 16 in Denver. Open studio hours Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Back here at David Clark Stadium, big 3rd down coming up here for Smoky Mountain as they're right at the 40-yard line.
Lincoln up 35-0 on Thomasville. High Brighton up 27-14 on Michael. Burns now leads 13-10 against North Forsyth.
13 unanswered points for the Bulldogs of Burns on the road against North Forsyth. And Cowbells are out here for East Lincoln. 3rd down. Coffee under pressure. Now rolling out to his right. Still rolling out. Throws the ball underthrown to Hooper. And 4th down now. Great pressure by all the defensive linemen for East Lincoln on that play.
Number 6, Jalen Frazier on the coverage for the Mustangs.
And let's see if Smoky Mountain brings the punt team out. Yes, they will.
Yeah, he figured that's just good enough to punt. I guess East Lincoln sort of punted from around this range and had it down. I figured if they can do it, maybe if they can do it, we can do it too.
Yeah, punting for the Mustangs of Smoky Mountain is number 28, Devin Mackey. As Cameron Dollar back deep at about the 10-yard line. Just having some confusion here. Don't know really what's happening. A delay of game call actually against Smoky Mountain. They're trying to move it back, try to get more yards for the punter to punt it.
Yeah.
Smart call there.
On the play, delay of game call to go against Smoky Mountain. Does the punter need more down?
Let's see what will happen here. Now the ball is spotted at the 45-yard line. Punter's back 15 yards at his own 40-yard line at a substitution. And it's going to be a little rugby-style punt. A lot of hang time there. Cameron Dollar's going to call a fair catch inside the 10-yard line at about the 9-yard line. So it's going to have to take 91 yards down the field with 5:42 remaining in the first half for East Lincoln to score the touchdown, but they did go about 80 yards on their last drive.
Yes, of course, granted 74 of those came on one play.
Yeah, but still nonetheless, 80
it
yards.
counts the same.
Yeah. See if East Lincoln can continue that momentum that they had on the last offensive drive here. Finally got a spark. Can that spark turn into a fire for the Mustangs? Trips to the left side for East Lincoln, with Cameron Dollar being all by himself on the far side of the field. It's going to be a designed run for Marcus Graham, who had a big hole, and it quickly evaporated, but still got about 5 or 6 yards on the play as Coach Byes wanting a big face mask call. Not going to get it.
Graham,
Number 7, Marcus Graham.
solid run by us. I'm almost got half my eyes on him to see what's going to happen next with him.
Yeah, he's definitely not been the happiest coach tonight. That's for sure.
Pick up a 5. Brings up
2nd and 5 coming up here for East Lincoln. And it's going to be handoff to Trevor Childers. Childers going to get about 4 or 5 on the play. Close to a first down. Might have gotten the first down.
I think they give it to him,
Yes, and Eddie's Auto Parts first down. Nice run by Trevor Childers.
Gave about 6 or 7.
Okay, by number 28,
Yeah.
Trevor Childers. Brought down by number 25, Gage Kosnick.
as Gage Kosnick was on the stop there for Smoky Mountain. It's going to be a quick pass play to Cameron Dollar here. Low pass, but Cameron Dollar still catches it. Actually, they're going to say it was down. They're going to say it was down. It was low.
I wondered if they would because that knee did look low.
Yeah, but Cameron Dollar caught it, was close to the ground, close enough for it to be called down. A gain of about 4 on the play. Make it 2nd down and 6.
Second catch of the night for Cameron Dollar. So good job by the defense of Smoky Mountain keeping him shut down.
Another quick pass to Cameron Dollar. This one higher throw. Cameron Dollar still on his feet. Got a first down and more. Being dragging the defender with him for about 5 yards before finally getting down at about the 39-yard line. Another Eddie's Auto Parts first down. Same exact play call there.
15 yards that time, and the knee stayed up.
Yes, better throw this time by Marcus Graham, too. Still trips to the left side for East Lincoln. They're moving down the ball down the field efficiently. Another design run as Graham going to bounce it out. Now going to go back in. 2 flags from 2 different officials come on the field. There's a gain of about 1 on the play, but this one's going to be holding against East Lincoln, so that'll move them back.
Holding will move them back.
Marcus Graham on the keeper. We had a penalty marker on the play.
Yes. 21-14 Mount Pleasant at the half. Bessemer City without Kevin Goodwin, their 1,500-yard rusher tonight with a broken foot. They're scoreless at the half with Northmore.
And have we gotten a Cherville update?
Not seeing a Cherville update. Tuscola's up on Anson 20-6.
Now having a discussion here. It's taking a while for them to move the ball back. Now they're finally moving the ball back, and it's going to be spotted at the 34-yard line.
Monroe just scored again. They're up 35-0. Good solid year for West Lincoln will come to an end tonight.
Now they're moving it back to the 29-yard line. Don't know why they had it back 5 yards in the first place. Going to be 1st and 20 now for East Lincoln. Ball at the 29-yard line. A little more bunched up formation here as a shotgun. And now Nate Kierton going in motion from left to right. And Graham going to take a snap, drop back. Got a lot of time. Going to throw a wheel route to Trevor Childress, who's wide open. And he's got no one ahead of him. And he is going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. East Lincoln is going to tie it up if they can get the PAT. A big play for Trevor Childers.
70 big ones. West End Sales and Vale touchdown, maybe 71, 71-yard touchdown. The little wheel route, get the back to scoot away on a wheel route. Works every time. I remember Clemson did a lot with C.J. Spiller back when he was there, and it worked a lot. And it just worked with their number 28 in orange.
Yeah, I was about to
right
say
here. Trevor Childers, 71 yards of glory, and all of a sudden East Lincoln's an extra point away from, as you said, tying this bad boy up.
2 straight drives of touchdowns, 2 straight drives with big plays to seniors. Last drive, Cameron Dollar. This drive, Trevor Childers. PAT is up for Shanklin. Not the prettiest kick, but it's still good. And we now have this ball game tied up at 14 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. We'll be back right after this message.
By the way,
Campers Inn in Kings Mountain and the Kings Mountain Police Department presents Kings Mountain's first annual Camping Out for Kids Holiday Bike Drive, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, December 9th through the 11th. Campers Inn in Kings Mountain will be camping out to collect new bikes for children in our community. They are looking to collect 150 to 200 new bikes from toddlers to teens. They do all the work, including the assembly. Just drop it off at Campers Inn in Kings Mountain. Make Christmas brighter for a child this Christmas. Campers Inn, Highway 161 South at I-85 in Kings Mountain, or campersinn.com.
Back here at David Clark Stadium, East Lincoln's now tied this ball game up after trailing 14-0 earlier in the ball game. A big wheel route to Trevor Childers, 71 yards, and now it's tied up.
yes, good play there by the East Lincoln Mustangs, 71 yards for Trevor Childers.
And Shankle's about to kick this one off. Hopefully we don't have 3 tries at the kickoff.
Yeah.
And this one's going to be received by number 1 at about the 21-yard line. He'll get out of bounds, and, well, my flag came onto the field. As apparently we will not be getting the kickoff done without a flag. Don't really know if this one's against Smoky Mountain or East Lincoln. But the flag was thrown at about the 38-yard line. And this one's going to be against Smoky Mountain, so that'll move Smoky Mountain back. As a big round of applause coming from the East Lincoln fan base.
Yeah, so cheers from the crowd. And I'll tell you, the crowd's back in it now. Game tied at 14. They're still 3:43 left in the half.
Yeah, the momentum has definitely swung in East Lincoln's favor. But still, 3:43, as you said, Seth, remaining in the first half. A lot of things can change in 3 minutes and 43 seconds. But after the flag, Smoky Mountain will now have the ball at the 26-yard line with 2 receivers on the right side, 1 on the left side, all by himself. That's Bumgarner. And Ridley going to take the handoff here, bouncing to the left side here, as he's actually going to be lost for a couple. Holding on to the legs there for East Lincoln was Judd Reel. Nice play by Judd Reel.
There you go, Judd Reel.
Makes his play of the game.
There you go, right there.
He gets at least one big play in the backfield. Judd Reel on the case once again.
Loss of 3 for Ridley.
Yeah, Ridley, ever since the first 2 drives or so, he has not gotten anything done for Smoky Mountain, but the pass game has kind of got him out of that situation of trouble. But let's see if the pass game can get going on this drive too, with being 2nd and 12 coming up here. Coffee trying to burn a timeout? Or he's trying to call a play. And
he ran out of time.
He ran out of time. I thought he was calling a timeout, but it's going to be a delay of game call against Smoky Mountain. He's trying to change the play call in audible here, but that'll move Smoky Mountain back even further. It's going to be 2nd and 17 now for Smoky Mountain.
And still 2:55 left in the first half. So good one here. We thought it would be a good game, Smoke, and indeed we have got a good one tied at 14 with 2:55 left in the half.
And Coffee going to drop back and pass here on the 2nd and long. Going to throw another deep ball to Bumgarner. A little bit behind Bumgarner as he's wanting a pass interference call.
You look at this team. They run the bell with Ridley, their bell cow, but he's only got 9 carries. That is now, if you count the little trick play, Smoky Mountain has now thrown it 18 times in this first half, which is a little surprising to me.
Yeah, a little surprising, very surprising actually. I thought it would be more 50-50 the way that they've been doing it, but they've been in a lot of 3rd and long situations as they are in right now. 3rd and 17 coming up for Smoky Mountain. 2:47 remaining in a half, so they got to be careful if they punt it to East Lincoln. East Lincoln can easily take the lead here the way that their offense has been going the past 2 drives. Bumgarner going to the right side, man in motion, that's Hooper. And it's going to be a pass play, and now it's going to be a screen pass, and it's caught as the receivers got close to the first down, tackled at about the 32-yard line. On the catch there was number 25, Gage Kosnick. Had a catch earlier in the game. That was actually that trick play that he got the pass. But he's short of the first down by about 4 or 5 yards, and Smoky Mountain will have to punt it here.
Gain of 13, but the East Lincoln Mustangs force a Smoky Mountain Mustang punt.
We want a timeout. We have a timeout, Mustangs.
2:31 left in the half. Timeout taken here, Smoke. So I guess we're going to go to break too, I guess.
Yes, we'll take a quick timeout of our timeout, and we'll be back right after this.
It's the Subway Sub of the Day. Each day of the week, you get a different 6-inch sub for just $3.50. Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki sub. Tuesday, the oven roasted chicken sub. Wednesday, the turkey breast sub. Thursday, the Italian BMT sub. Friday, the tuna sub. Saturday, the Black Forest ham sub. And Sunday, the meatball marinara sub. Your choice, just $3.50. The Sub of the Day from Subway in Boulder City and the Walmart in Lincolnton.
Back here at David Clark Stadium, East Lincoln took a timeout here as they're looking to run a 2-minute drill here, but they'll have 2.5 minutes. Evan Ludwig, Seth Thieves alongside with you for tonight's LincolnCounty.com Game of the Week. We're all knotted up at 14 apiece after Smoky Mountain got up to a 14-0 lead. Ever since then, it's been all East Lincoln, Seth. It
sure has, and they're getting ready to get the ball back with the dangerous Cameron Dollar back there to receive this punt.
And almost blocked there. Not the best punt from Smoky Mountain that time. Cameron Dollar's going to take it about the 35-yard line. Got a lot of running room ahead of him. Going to get split 2 defenders and get forced out of bounds. A late hit, and they're not going to call it.
Oh, man. I'm not one to judge, but I think that one should have been called, and Mike Bias, the visor is off. The hat is off of Mike Bias.
He was clearly out. Cameron Dollar was clearly forced out of bounds, and then he got tackled after that. No call from the officials, but still, nonetheless, after the penalty, no penalty, it's going to be East Lincoln ball at the Smoky Mountain 47-yard line. Still great field position for East Lincoln.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. I mean, don't you got to call that?
Yeah, you got to call that there, in my opinion. And It's just a bad no call there from the officials as these officials have had a tough night with Coach Bias. Made some interesting calls, not been the best night for these officials. First down and 10 for East Lincoln. Peyton Pesavento going in motion for the Mustangs. Going to be a pass for Marcus Graham. Going to throw to Pesavento in the flats. He's going to get about 10 yards on the play before being tackled at about the 38-yard line. Great play for Pesavento.
I think it's going to be about a gain of 9 there from Graham to Pesavento. First time he's made a catch tonight in this game. Peyton Pesavento.
Actually, they're going to see if they are going to have to move to change. Might have the chain gang come out here for East Lincoln. Let's see here. The officials having a communication here. And they're going to have to bring the chains out. That's what they're going to do here. I just want to make sure that they get the call right here.
2:03 left in the half.
And just a couple inches short are the Mustangs of getting the first down. So it'll be 2nd and inches coming up for East Lincoln. We'll still have at least 3 plays to get that inch or 2. Well, actually, I don't think they've actually announced it yet.
Goodness gracious.
Now they got it.
And now, I don't really know what the officials are doing. I thought they already measured it unless they didn't. I guess they're trying to get the chains back to the sidelines. They're putting the ball at the far side hash. So that's what they were doing on that. 2nd and inch is coming up here for East Lincoln. Ball now inside the 40-yard line. 2:03 remaining in the first half. All knotted up at 14, but East Lincoln's looking to change that in a hurry. East Lincoln already in formation. And it's going to be a pass play. Marcus Graham going to throw the ball deep to Sidney Dollar. Underthrown, but a flag on the field. East Lincoln finally gets a flag on Smoky Mountain as that's going to be pass interference against Cyrus Lanning.
That I was hearing to say, you know what you didn't see, I was actually even doing the flag. I had to be. I mean, there was a lot of contact there. So East Lincoln's going to be in going to have a good field position again as they will move the ball up here for this first down. So the East Lincoln Mustangs with a chance to maybe take the lead. 1:50 left in the first half.
Interference call go against Smoky Mountain.
And that'll be in Eddie's Auto Parts first down for East Lincoln. As Lanning talking with the official about the call. Of course, he's not too pleased as now the ball is going to be spotted just right outside the red zone, about the 22-yard line. Smoky Mountain hurrying to the line of scrimmage at defense. They've had to do that a lot tonight. Going to be a direct run for Marcus Graham. He's going to bounce it outside, and he's going to be drugged down. And I don't think he gained any on that play.
I don't think he did either. Drug out of bounds again. 1:44 now left on the first half game clock.
By number 30, Kyle Bradley.
Kyle Bradley on the stop there. He recovered the first turnover of the ball game. That fumbled snap handoff between Trevor Childers and Marcus Graham earlier on in the ball game.
Actually, a loss of 1 there for Graham.
This side. Come on, guys. Some room to roll. Yeah, give him come this side.
2nd and 11, Graham taking time here. And a higher snap, but Graham still gets it under some pressure. Now going to scramble up the middle, and he's going to the far side of the field. He's got some room, gets hit hard, but he gets the first down, and Eddie's Auto Parts first down for Marcus Graham. The sophomore improvises yet again, Seth.
Graham on the keeper. He's brought down by number 30, Kyle Bradley.
It's going to be 1st and goal now at the 10-yard line for Marcus Graham.
Gained about 13 there on the play by Marcus Graham.
Still in the shotgun formation. Graham going to go a quick screen pass to Jalen Frazier. Gets through the first defender. Now trying to battle through, and he'll be tackled at the 9-yard line. So a lot of fighting Jalen Frazier on that play, but only can smother up a yard.
The important thing is that he held on to the football.
Yeah. As Trevor Childers, he was trying to fight for extra yardage 2 or 3 drives ago and fumbled it. That led to a 96-yard scoring drive for Smoky Mountain. Under a minute remaining in the first half. 2nd and goal, ball at the 9-yard line. And Graham going to look. He's going to Cameron Dollar, who's wide open, and he catches it. Touchdown. Cameron Dollar completely juked out Hooper, and he found himself wide open.
Fire the cannons. West End Salesonville touchdown. East Lincoln now leads 47.2 to play in the opening half. And From 14-0 down, it's now 20 unanswered for East Lincoln.
I mean, that's about as open as you can get on a fade route as I've ever seen.
I mean, I don't know what happened there. A little juke. I mean,
yeah, Hooper thought he was going inside on the slant route.
My worry was that he was going to overthrow Cameron, but he gets there and makes the catch and
gets the touchdown and a lead for East Lincoln. Another high snap, but Shanklin still gets a great kick off of it, and that PAT is good. So with 47.2 seconds remaining in the first half, East Lincoln now leads on the First Federal Savings Bank, 21-14. We'll come back right after this message.
Let 'em catch the midnight ride.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Back here at David Clark Stadium, East Lincoln now has their first lead of the ball game after a touchdown pass from Marcus Graham to Cameron Dollar. 47.2 seconds remaining in the first half as East Lincoln about to kick it off for a third straight time.
So it's Smoky Mountain trailing 21-14 now. They will get the football, so curious to see what will happen on this kickoff here.
Yeah, and they won't get the football to start the second half since they want to toss elected to receive to start the ball game. Shanklin having a hard time propping the ball up. Now he's got the thing situated. And Shanklin going to kick it. Ridley back deep at about the 14-yard line. Another little squib kick by Shanklin. Ridley will take it about the 15-yard line. Ridley on the far side of the field gets a good amount of yardage on the play. He's still going. And he's finally tackled at about the 43, 44-yard line. So Smoky Mountain could take a couple of big Hail Mary plays if they want to. Depending on what happens, as we've seen, Coffey has got himself an arm.
39.8 seconds. Expect some passing here for Smoky Mountain. Heck, they've thrown it 19 times already in this first half.
Which is something that none of us were expecting, especially with Ridley being the running back, but Ridley has not gotten it going tonight. So the ball will be spotted at Smoky Mountain's 44-yard line. I think they do have at least one timeout in their back pocket still that they can use. Of course, would like to get across midfield at least if you're Smoky Mountain. East Lincoln bringing the blitz here on this play. Quick screen pass to leave that is number 11. That is Austin Bumgarner. Gets about 4 or 5 on the play. Gets to midfield actually, so a gain of 6. Nice quick screen pass there to Bumgarner.
There you go, gain of 6.
And he got out of bounds, too, so that's key.
That's another important thing.
Only burned about 4 seconds off the clock on that play. And it's going to be another quick pass to Abernathy. Abernathy now going inside, now trying to bounce it up outside, somehow gets out of bounds.
That was Bumgarner, I believe.
Yeah, Bumgarner almost made a deadly mistake. Going inside, but then found himself some room to get out of bounds. That burned 7 seconds off the clock, so 28.9 seconds, but third down for Smoky Mountain. They only gained a yard on that play. So they're now in East Lincoln territory.
28.9 seconds.
Yeah, Smoky Mountain, remember, they won't get the kickoff to start the second half. Coffey now going up to the line of scrimmage, telling the play call. 2 receivers on each side for Smoky Mountain here. It's going to be a run play for Ridley right up the middle. Ridley gets the first down, so that will stop the play clock for a little bit. So he's tackled at about the 43-yard line. And Eddie's Auto Parts first down.
Gain about 5 there for Ridley.
Now Smoky Mountain trying to hurry up to the line of scrimmage here, get things set up. They're going to spike it here. Yep, they do. As that only 9 seconds were burned off the clock in between the transition of the play and to the next play. So not much time has been burned off as the Smoky Mountain team has been very wise with their clock management on this drive.
Second and 10 for Smoky Mountain.
If they can get inside the 35-yard line, I can definitely see Coffey being able to, heck, he could do a Hail Mary from the 42, but at least get inside the 35 if you're Coffey.
Well, it's been done from the 40 before.
Yeah. So now have an official timeout here. I think they're something with the clock maybe. All right. Had to move the ball back about a couple inches. Second down and 10 coming up for Smoky Mountain. A ball on the 42-yard line. Coffey's looking over to the sideline to get the play call. She's now going up to the line of scrimmage, telling the offensive lineman what to do. Still 10 on the play clock. And it's actually going to be another handoff up the middle for Ridley. Ridley gets across to 40 and is going to be drugged down by Ryan Matz. It gets about 6 on the play. And that's going to be their last timeout. So 12.8 seconds remaining in the first half. I guess they're going to maybe try to do 2 Hail Marys here. 2 plays. I don't really know what they're going to do here, Seth. What do you think they're going to do?
I think maybe you could go try to do a quick pass to the sideline, then try to get in position to throw one to the end zone at the end of the half.
And we don't even know how their field goal kicker is.
That's a good point as well.
We've seen some good field goal kickers this year. Rocky Renteria, Shanklin's been good, but we don't really know Smoky Mountain's kicker. So who knows? Maybe he could kick a 50-yard field goal. We just don't know about it.
One of the kickers I have listed here is number 28, Devin Mackey. I think the solo kicker must be Juan Yanez, number 94.
Yeah, we have seen Mackey out here punting tonight. So that might be the kicker for tonight's game. But do not know his range. That's the unfortunate thing when we don't know really much about these opponents. So now they're getting set up here. They're in a trips left formation. Might see a quick screen pass yet again. Steph, you might be on the money on that one. Let's see what they do here. Has East Lincoln fan base getting up. The cowbells are ringing. It's going to be actually a quick drop back pass. Coffey under some pressure. Got a lot of room. Goes to throw the deep ball into the end zone. And it's intercepted. No, incomplete. Incomplete. As Sidney Dollar almost brought that one in for an interception. But still, Smoky Mountain has a 3.3 seconds remaining in the first half. Actually smart by Coffey. He had a lot of running room, but he knew the situation that he was going to run on the clock off, so he threw the ball into the end zone.
So you have to think we'll see the Hail Mary again here, no doubt, with 3.3. I'm surprised they went. I guess they had the sideline area, the boundaries covered, but I thought they'd go. Maybe the plan. Well, like I said, maybe the plan was to go short of the boundaries, and it was covered. So they said, "Why the heck not?" And well, it's a right old scramble in there, and you guess what you love watching Hail Marys.
Well, the question here is if the offensive line's going to hold up as it's been struggling all night.
Coffey
going to drop back. Ryan Matz almost gets to Coffey. He's going to throw the ball deep, and it's deflected. Incomplete.
Caught.
It's caught. What?
It was tipped. It got off Kierton's hand and into the hands.
What?
It was off of Kierton's hands, and Bumgarner caught it for the West End Sales and Vale touchdown.
A Houdini. Oh my! A Houdini act. I have never seen that. My gosh!
And that's why you knock it down.
Wow!
The yards. I can't even go through the yards.
That was about 38 yards on the play, I believe.
Good night.
Wow.
Unbelievable into the first half here.
And
the kick is good.
And Smoky Mountain running off to the field. Big cheers as they should. My gosh. We got ourselves a ball game here, folks, and we're not even at the end of the ball game. We're at halftime. Knotted up at 21 apiece between Smoky Mountain and East Lincoln. We'll be back for the halftime show.
That's the end of the first half of play.
Get domestic, not domesticated, at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge in Lincoln. Hurry in now for $2,000 bonus cash on the new 2016 Dodge Charger, the most powerful muscle car ever. And take 20% off the new 2016 Dodge Journey, giving you fuel efficiency and muscle too. Get domestic, not domesticated, at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge, 1442 East Main Street in Lincoln. Renato Auto Mall in Shelby is happy to announce their Christmas Families promotion again this year. You can help bring a little joy to a family less fortunate this holiday season. Just bring your non-perishable food items and unwrapped toys to Renato Auto Mall and drop them off before December the 19th. They will be distributed to underprivileged families in our area. You can make a difference in someone's Christmas this year. Let's fill up a GMC Sierra pickup full of toys and non-perishable food items. Again, be sure to drop them off before December the 19th at Renato Auto Mall, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, right below the Cleveland Mall.
Not gonna let 'em catch the midnight ride.
Just say fill her up. Be ready for Old Man Winter with a fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln. No matter where you live, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln can deliver. Just call 704-7 735-2508. Be ready for Old Man Winter with your winter fill-up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company, 1404 East Main Street in Lincoln. Again, call 704-735-2508. Just say fill her up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Your local auto owner's insurance agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency on Highway 16 in Denver. Call 704-483-3243. The new Homestead Grill and Tap House in Denver is now open on Highway 16. Now you have two great locations to choose from. The Homestead Grill and Tap House on North Generals Boulevard in Lincoln, and now the new Homestead Grill and Tap House on Highway 16 in Denver. And remember them for catering too. Weddings, rehearsal dinners, birthdays, showers, and more. That's the Homestead Grill and Tap House, 357 North Generals Boulevard in Lincoln, and now on Highway 16 in Denver.
Back here at David Clark Stadium as we got ourselves an entertaining one between the two Mustangs, as you're now listening to the Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge halftime show, as we are knotted up at 21 between East Lincoln and Smoky Mountain. And Seth, it has been a wild one to say the least.
We had a kickoff. We had 3 tries at a kickoff, and we had a weird Hail Mary to end the half. Other than that, just your normal game. Let's add to the fact that it was 14-0 Smoky Mountain. Then East Lincoln scored the next 21, and then the Hail Mary at the end of the half means we're tied at 21 in what has just been a fun game. East Lincoln, that has got the wake-up call, and credit to Smoky Mountain. They definitely look much improved, and the defense is actually they've given up 21 and a half. You would think, my goodness, the defenses haven't been doing that. They've had their moments in this first half, but relatively short fields in some instances as well, you got to keep in mind. But tied at 21, hey, just like my guy sitting right next to me said a minute ago, it's like we're starting over again.
Yeah, the new half's knotted up at 21, basically 0-0. Whoever scores more points in this half wins the ball game.
Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge halftime show, presented by Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge at 1442 East Main Street at Lincoln. First half stats for Smoky Mountain. I forgot to count something here, so hang on just a second. 1, 2, I'm counting on the air. 3, 4, 6. Nate Coffey, this is about an oddest stat line as you can get. He's 7 of 23 for 127 yards, and he has an interception and then, of course, a touchdown in this game. Cole Hooper has 1 for 1 for 33 yards. Rushing the ball, Matthew Ridley, 11 carries for 30 yards. Nate Coffey, 3 carries for 21 yards. Lead receiver in terms of yards, Austin Bumgarner, 5 catches, 68 yards, and the touchdown. Gage Kosnick, 2 catches for 46 yards. Connor Moore, a catch for 25, and Cole Hooper, a catch for 21. For East Lincoln, Marcus Graham, who, we've talked about him a lot at times this season, but he's looked pretty solid in that first half. 9 of 11, 198 yards passing. He's also the leading rusher, 9 carries, 76 yards. Trevor Childers, 9 carries as well for 64. Jalen Frazier, 2 for 3. Leading receiver is Cameron Dollar, 4 catches for 101 yards. Trevor Childers has a 71-yard touchdown catch. Jalen Frazier, 2 catches for 13 yards. Peyton Pesavento, a catch for 9. And Sidney Dollar, a catch for 4.
Of course, the main stat we got to realize is one we didn't even say. East Lincoln, 3 turnovers.
Yes, 3 turnovers. And that, like we said, they can't have that tonight. And not only have they had the turnovers, they have proven to be very, very costly.
2 of them have resulted in 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
Smoky Mountain only had 1 on the opening drive, didn't result in points for East Lincoln. So when we come back here on the Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge halftime show, we'll get some area scores here in the first round of the playoffs for North Carolina High School Athletic Association playoff in football.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Be sure to visit Eddie's Auto Parts, 2514 East Main Street in Lincoln, your local CarQuest distributor.
When you want some help from a fellow car lover. It's all in one place, as you'll discover. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
If you're shopping for a subcompact tractor, shop the Mahindra Max first. The Max has the #1 lift capacity in its class, plus best-in-class turning radius. And when the other guy's warranty stops at 2 years, Mahindra's 5-year warranty keeps on going. Add it all up and you get the world's #1 selling tractor, Mahindra.
Trust New South Tractor to keep you running long and strong. Located on Highway 70 in Newton near the Hickory Fairgrounds and newsouthractor.com.
It's like going on vacation without leaving town at the Glen Oaks Golf Club in Maiden. Sure, there's golf, but there's a whole lot more, like their swimming pool, driving range, picnic shelter, and their new clubhouse, featuring a snack bar and a big banquet room. Great for weddings, receptions, class, and family reunions. So for a fun day of golf and much, much more, see Glen Oaks Golf Course. Call 828-428-2451. 828-428-2451. Online at glenoaksgolf.com. Where can you go and pay zero money down? Where can you go where every vehicle is Carfax certified? Where can you go to get a warranty on every vehicle on the lot? And where can you go to get low 1.9% financing with your approved credit? At the king of zero money down. That's Milholland Automotive in Lincoln. That's right, Milholland Automotive in Lincoln. See them for all the details. Milholland Automotive, 423 West Main Street in Lincoln. Online at milhollandautomotive.com.
McRib. Hello, you delicious sandwich, you. How long's it been?
9 months, 3 days, 5 hours, 21
Honey,
minutes.
please, I'm trying to enjoy my McRib. Wait a minute, how'd you know that?
Because I've been waiting that long, too.
I love you.
Wait, me or the McRib?
The wait is over. The delicious McRib sandwich came back because of you. So come to McDonald's and enjoy its unique flavor that you love so much before it's gone again. Limited time only at participating locations.
Doctor, what's wrong with my husband?
Let's take a look. CKDKDS Macron. Oh, yes, I've seen this before. Your husband has coyote fever.
Coyote fever?
Yes, he's obviously learned of the hot deals going on now at your local Coyote tractor dealer.
Is this serious?
Very serious. Now's the best time to buy one of the best-selling tractors on the market. If you care at all about your husband, you'll drive him over to the Coyote dealer now. Oh, and I'm writing you a prescription for great deals on all implements, too.
Your Coyote dealer is West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vale.
We're community-minded. We believe in what we do. We love this town. We live in just like you.
We're a community bank. That's why we always try to approach things from a community-minded point of view. When something is in the best interest of the communities we serve, it's good for us as well. We're community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, member FDIC. Community-minded, just like you.
We're community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, with 3 offices in Lincoln, also in Gastonia, Denver, Forest City, Hickory, Lake Lure, and Vale. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Sooner or later, everyone wants to make their home dreams a reality, and Key Builders in Lincoln is here to help make your home dreams come true. Visit their website at keybuildersnc.com and visit their gallery of homes and floor plans, or they will build from your dream home floor plan too. They'll be there to help you with every step of the way. So for your dream home, visit Key Builders in Lincoln, 1459 North Aspen Street in Lincoln, or again online at keybuildersnc.com. The Polaris Full Throttle sales event is underway at Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia. Come in now and get up to $3,000 in rebates on selected Polaris models. Plus, get financing as low as 2.99% for 36 months. Plus, the Yamaha Holiday Sales event is underway Get 3.99% APR financing plus up to $750 in customer cash. Find out the details at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Lowell.
And back here at David Clark Stadium, currently listening to the Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge halftime show. We said we're going to bring you some score updates, and we have Lincolnton, our fellow competitors on WLON 1050 AM, East Lincoln's rivals. They currently are beating Thomasville 35-0. Not really the most surprising score there between the two rivals. Franklin going down to Stuart Kramer. Stuart Kramer's first playoff game in school history. So congrats to them on what has been a great season for them so far. Let's see the score here. Also got South Point leading, winning their game over West Henderson, 38-0. Parkwood, you said, was leading 17-7. It's now 17-14. And Monroe's leading West Lincoln 42-0. So West Lincoln having a tough time against the Red Hawks. And Mount Pleasant leading Maiden 29-14. And West Caldwell, the winner of this game, would be playing most likely West Caldwell. They're leading 27-0 over West Stokes. Trying to get the score for, actually, Kramer's leading at halftime 14-7.
Good game, as I kind of expected between those two. Franklin usually in the playoff mix. Usually, though, they've known for losing games early as a higher seed, but they're a mid-seed this year, and right now giving Stuart Kramer a good one. So I think does that cover? We're going to go more because I do want to get to the broadcast schedule for this weekend.
I wish we did have the Cherville one, but I cannot find the Cherville one for the life of me. So unfortunately, if anyone that's a Cherville fan, we cannot get a game for you.
All right. So this weekend of course, we've got North Carolina hosting the Citadel tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
We'll, of course, got Sports Talk from 8 to 10. Got to throw that in there. But anyway, North Carolina hosting the Citadel, and that game could be close for a half because North Carolina's defense and the Citadel runs that unique triple option offense. So we'll see what happens there. North Carolina playing the Citadel.
Yes, and many people know the Citadel. Their former coach was also the former coach of Lenore Ryan when they made a national championship.
That is correct, Mr. Houston. So he's doing a good job there. And do we have the Clemson game tomorrow night? Host at Wake Forest?
We may have that game, but I will say this. Our schedule starts at 12 o'clock midnight tonight as North Carolina takes on Hawaii in basketball.
Right. They're playing in Maui, the Maui Invitational, so they're getting a tune-up for that.
At 12
o'clock. Playing Hawaii at the Islands. So that's tonight. And, of course, tomorrow, of course, it is NASCAR Championship weekend, something you and I have both been really looking forward to. Of course, the truck wins tonight. Well, tomorrow here on Big O Country on WCSL, it will be the Xfinity Series Championship race. Eric Jones, Daniel Suarez, Elliott Sadler, and Justin Allgaier are the final four. So 2 from Joe Gibbs and 2 from Junior Motorsports.
2 young guns and 2 veterans are going at it tomorrow for the Xfinity Championship.
It's going to be a lot of fun for Miami tomorrow, and that's on WCSL. And then Smoke, what do we got? We got a Sunday night game and something else big NASCAR related on Sunday.
The Ford 400 will be the final race in the Sprint Cup season. As the final 4 in that championship 4 are Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, Carl Edwards, and Jimmy Johnson. Of course, many people have heard Jimmy Johnson's trying to go for his 7th championship, which only 2 drivers have done, Dale Earnhardt Sr. and Richard Petty.
And, of course, we got Carl Edwards going for his first after coming close so many times. Joey Logano, the young gun, many think he's the next first-time champion. He's come close the last couple of years. And then, of course, you've got the man who lifted the trophy last season, Kyle Busch. And then Sunday Night Football, I believe, right?
Oh, yeah, a Sunday Night Football between the Redskins and the Packers. Be a big game with playoff implications because Packers are trying to get to 500, which is weird to say, and the Redskins trying to stay in that competitive NFC East. So we got ourselves a lot of good games on the slate this weekend on KTC Broadcasting. Of course, we'll have the playoffs starting next week again in the second round. We'll have to wait and see if East Lincoln can make it to the second round because they're currently tied with Smoky Mountain 21 apiece. And we'll be back for the start of the second half.
Shop now for Christmas at Al Lane Motorsports in Lincoln, and it's time to ride. See the Kimco 90 for only $24.99, or the Kimco 150 for $29.99, and the Kimco 270 is $37.99. Al Lane has the Kimco 450 for $49.99, and that includes a winch, or a Kimco 500i with a free winch for just $59.99. And the Kimco side-by-side 450i is $79.99. Financing available with approved credit at Al Lane Motorsports, Highway 27, 73 intersection, just east of Lincoln. Get the cutting edge, get the commercial grade with Kubota's new Z700 series commercial zero turn mower that raises the bar for quality, durability, precision, and all-around value from Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. No other mower in its class even comes close. Cut with the best, cut with the Kubota Z700 with a comprehensive 2-year warranty. See Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive in Kings Mountain. Ask for the new Kubota Z700.
You can always count on Jeff's Auto Sales in Lincolnton for your next quality car or truck you're looking for. They also have a second location at 427 North Highway 16 in Denver. American owned and operated, Jeff's Auto Sales also offer in-house and on-the-lot financing, and bank financing is available too. Consignments are offered as well. When you're looking for your next car or truck, think of Jeff's Auto Sales in Lincolnton in Denver. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, Saturday 9 to 5. Jeff's Auto Sales, proud supporters of Lincoln County football.
The Chuck Wagon Grill in Lincoln wants to take this time to wish number 28, Trevor Childers of the East Lincoln Mustangs, the best of luck. The Chuck Wagon Grill is proud to be a sponsor of high school football. For award-winning food, check out the Chuck Wagon Grill. Open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. You'll find some great daily lunch and dinner time specials. And they cater too for any occasion or any size event. For more information, call 704-732-4777. The Chuck Wagon Grill, 3051 Highway 27 east of Lincoln. Go Mustangs! Sweet Mama's is a unique gift shop and art studio in Denver. Please stop by for local and handmade products in the gift shop or sit down and paint wooden patterns for your front door or any room in the house. Custom monograms, framed initials, and many others to choose from. Ask how you can paint absolutely free. A great venue to hold a creative painting party. Parties are scheduled for all ages and budgets. Book your party by calling 704-489-6555, and better yet, come on by. Sweet Mama is 1873 North Highway 16 in Denver. Open studio hours Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
All right, and back here at David Clark Stadium, East Lincoln tied up with Smoky Mountain at 21 apiece here, as East Lincoln's going to be receiving the kickoff to start the second half here. As we said in the halftime report, which we want to thank Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge, as Seth just hit a game winner to the trash can.
Yeah. Channel my inner Christian Leitner there. So all I need to do is now and stomp on a Kentucky player's foot in the middle of it.
Oh, so you just made a lot of Carolina and Kentucky fans mad. But nonetheless,
who cares? I'm an equal opportunity. I'll bash Duke too. That second shot was meant to bash Duke because of the stomp on the floor.
Oh,
yeah, the stomp that happened on the Kentucky player.
Yeah, but nonetheless,
the shot went. My dad's probably gonna kill me if he hears this.
3 turnovers in the first half for East Lincoln, 1 for Smoky Mountain. That really is the thing that's keeping Smoky Mountain in this game, is the 3 turnovers, as they scored 2 touchdowns off those 2 turnovers out of the 3. East Lincoln will receive the kickoff. Jalen Frazier back deep. Looks like Cameron Dollar back deep as well. And we're about underway here. And here we go. A squib kick to Cameron Dollar. Huge bounce goes through him. He definitely did make contact with that. And, well, luckily for Cameron Dollar, the ball went into the end zone. Man, that is one of the highest bounces I've seen off a kick ever.
Yes. That was a super hop. So East Lincoln will start at the 20. So the Mustangs of East Lincoln, again, there I go again saying Mustangs, but we're the Mustangs of East Lincoln.
We really only have to worry about this for tonight because I don't think there's any Mustangs in the remainder of the 2 AA brackets. So.
Not that I'm aware of, unless we have a secret 11th hour name change.
Or there may be a team in the East, but I don't know. A lot of teams go by the name Mustangs, but this has definitely been a challenge with tonight.
Only with us.
Marcus Graham, first down and 10, going to be a quick curl route to Sidney Dollar. Dollar had to go low there. It was a low throw. About 7 or 8 yards on the play. So good gain there for the Mustangs on 1st and 10 to start the second half. Sidney Dollar, second catch for him tonight. This time Trevor Childers going to take the handoff here, gets the first down, gets to about the 31-yard line. That's the first Eddie's Auto Parts first down of the second half. The ball will be spotted at about the 31-yard line. Maybe it's actually in between the 31 and 32, Seth.
Yeah, so Childers gets 4 and a first down.
High snap for Grant. He's going to pump fake to Sidney Dollar. Sidney Dollar pump fakes the defender. He's got a big play. He's at the 20, the 10, and he's going to be brought down inside the 10-yard line. But a nice double move there by Sidney Dollar. A nice pump fake by Marcus Graham gets a big Eddie's Auto Parts first down for East Lincoln.
62 big ones.
Yeah.
Marcus Graham to Sidney Dollar. So Karen has a big gainer, and now Sidney has a big gainer. Nice pump fake allowed Sidney to get free, and now it's first and goal.
Design double move there by Sidney Dollar, worked to perfection as poor number one, Cyrus Lanning, has had a tough time tonight, and his struggles continue.
He's had a PI in this game too, I believe.
Yes. First and goal, inside the 10-yard line, movement up front. 2 offensive linemen for East Lincoln moved, flinched across the line of scrimmage, and that'll move East Lincoln back 5 yards. Outside the 10-yard line now, they're in the I formation, bunched up. So let's see if they're going to change the play call here, or is it going to stay the same? Still being first and goal here. Ball now on the 13-yard line. This Cameron Dollar, the only wide receiver lined up. Ryan Matson at tight end along with Will Mercer. It's going to be a handoff to Trevor Childers going up to the right side. Now going inside, and he gets most of that yardage back. And he actually gets that yardage back and then some to about the 5-yard line. So a gain of about 8 on the play for Trevor Childers.
7-yard run. I know the folks at Chuck Wagon must be happy with Trevor's play tonight.
Another handoff to Trevor Childers, and he'll bull rush his way into the end zone for his second touchdown of the night.
And they'll be even happier at the Chuck Wagon after that. So a West End Sales and Bell touchdown, fire the cannons, 27-21 Mustangs. Got a little Friday night November shootout, Mr. Ludwig.
Oh, definitely the case here. 27-21 to score. Let's see if East Lincoln can get that extra point. A lot of high snaps in tonight's ball game with the long snapper, number 55. Cade Larson has gotten a lot of high snaps on these PATs, but it hasn't burned the Mustangs yet. Will there be another high snap this time? Lower snap this time, but the kick is up and the kick is good. So Larson does get a better snap, and the Mustangs take a 28-21 lead over Smoky Mountain on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. We'll be back right after this message.
Campers Inn in Kings Mountain and the Kings Mountain Police Department presents Kings Mountain's first annual Camping Out for Kids Holiday Bike Drive, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, December 9th through the 11th. Campers Inn in Kings Mountain will be camping out to collect new bikes for children in our community. They are looking to collect 150 to 200 new bikes from toddlers to teens. They do all the work, including the assembly. Just drop it off at Campers Inn in Kings Mountain. Make Christmas brighter for a child this Christmas. Campers Inn, Highway 161 south at I-85 in Kings Mountain, or campersinn.com.
Back here at David Clark Stadium, East Lincoln gets off to a tremendous start, Seth.
Yes, big pass play to Sidney Dollar, and then even after the penalty didn't bother him. How about Trevor Childers getting good runs, a good run of 5, and then, it's not 5, look at the wrong stat sheet here. He gets a nice run of 7 after the penalty, and then a 5-yard touchdown. So now the Mustangs of East Lincoln have the lead.
And Ryan Shanklin with a good kickoff, almost out of bounds, but the returnee somehow, Ridley, makes a mistake there. That ball was going out of bounds.
I'll help you, Smoke. He was trying to save his balance, and then when he finally got it going, he stepped out.
That ball was clearly going out of bounds for some reason.
He'd have been better off letting it go.
Yeah.
I mean, my gosh.
Hammer hit the nail on the head there. He screwed up. Ridley screwed up on that play.
That was a good tool time reference. Hammer,
Yes.
nail, screws, hit.
And
everything was good.
Instead of having the ball at the 35-yard line, Smoky Mountain has it at the 22-yard line. Ridley going to take the handoff, try to make up for that play. He's going to get across the line of scrimmage, but nothing going yet again for Ridley. About 2 yards on the play. Terry Farrell and Chaz Williams on the stop for the Mustangs of East Lincoln.
This defense has been pretty good against the run tonight.
Oh, very good.
They've been very good against the run the last couple weeks, holding Chesney in check for the most part, and now they've done well with Ridley tonight, 12 carries for 33 yards.
And now 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Smoky Mountain Mustangs here. Coffey going to take the snap, going to be a pass play here. And he's going to throw it. Oh, dropped on the play by Hooper, right through his hands. That's about the third drop tonight by Smoky Mountain.
For number 7, Cole Hooper. Number 6, Jalen Frazier on the coverage for the Mustangs.
As it's now going to bring up a 3rd and 7 coming up here for the Mustangs of Smoky Mountain here, trying to avoid a 3 and out after that Hail Mary play that I can still not get over. A miraculous play, to say the least. And now Coffee going to look to his left. He's going to throw a deep ball and it's incomplete, broken up by Cameron Dollar. That was intended for Austin Bumgarner. And it's going to be a 3 and out, just what East Lincoln needed on defense.
Very impressive start to the second half for East Lincoln offensively and now defensively forcing the 3 and out. And so with Cameron Dollar back deep, East Lincoln's going to be in pretty good shape.
That is if nothing bad
Well, if
happened.
nothing screwy happened.
Yeah, as we had earlier in the game where Cameron Dollar was close to returning a punt and got away from it. And they said that he touched it, and Smoky Mountain got the punt. And that was one of the 3 turnovers. A low snap on the punt, but still a great punt there by Smoky Mountain's punter. Cameron Dollar will take the ball at the 40-yard line, cutting up, spin move. He's across the 50 to 45, 40. He's got a lot of room ahead of him. Gets past the punter at the 30 to 25, 20. Oh, finally goes down inside the 15-yard line. A great play by Cameron Dollar.
The little spin cycle, and then he saw the gap straight ahead, the hole opened, and then he was off to the races, nearly took that one the distance, but East Lincoln now in really good shape.
If they can take advantage of this field position and get another touchdown on the board, they can be up 2 scores within about 4 minutes. Not even 3 minutes into the third quarter. And East Lincoln's already threatening once again here, and just, well, proves that the coin toss didn't really work out for Smoky Mountain, that they didn't get the ball to start the second half. East Lincoln did after Smoky Mountain wanted to start the game with the ball. And East Lincoln could easily get 2 drives and 2 touchdowns to start the second half here. Now having man in motion, Cameron Dollar and Will Mercer. Mercer lined up at tight end. It's going to be a handoff to Trevor Childers. Childers met at the line of scrimmage, gets through that defender, but not much else as he gets to about the 11-yard line. So a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play for Childers.
He stopped by number 44, Hunter Coggins.
Hunter Coggins on the stop for Smoky Mountain.
Pick up a 3 on the carry. Yards on that.
So Childers gets 3 on that carry, and it will be 2nd down and 7 for East Lincoln.
Yeah, ball spotted at the 11-yard line here for East Lincoln. I formation, seeing that same motion for Will Mercer and Cameron Dollar. See if it's going to be the same exact play. It's going to be to the right side this time for Trevor Childers. Childers getting more yardage, a hard hit. Still able to hang on to the ball. I think they're going to spot the ball at about the 6-yard line. Going to bring up about 3rd and 4 coming up here for the Mustangs of East Lincoln. As I think Trevor Childers is a little shaky. No, that's not Trevor Childers, but someone a little shaky there. May have taken a hard hit, but it's 3rd and short coming up here for the Mustangs. Cameron Dollar spread out wide all by himself. Might see a fade route once again. He's lined up with Hooper, who fell for that fade route earlier. And Marcus Graham under center. It is going to be a handoff to Childers once again. He's going to get close to the 1st down. I don't know if they're going to give it to him. He might be short here. And he's a yard short. A yard short. I think you'd have to go for it here if you want to get a 2-touchdown lead.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, they're going to mark him 2 yards short. And Mike Bai is going to go with his riverboat ways here.
Why
4th
not?
and short. East Lincoln trying to put the pedal to the metal here. It's going to be another handoff to Trevor Childers. Childers gets the 1st down. Gets enough for the 1st down. It looks like he got a yard extra needed. And that's going to be an Eddie's Auto Parts 1st down. Going to make it 1st and goal now. Just give it to Trevor Childers, and he'll get just enough yardage for you. So now the ball's going to be spotted in between about the 3.5-yard line. 7:18 remaining in the 3rd quarter of play. It's basically been all East Lincoln with the time of possession and the scoring in this 3rd quarter. And
going to that I formation.
Yeah, with Cameron Dollar all by himself on the left side. Haven't seen a pass play. It's gonna
Why
be
would
another,
you?
Yeah, and you don't really need to run it, as I think Trevor Childers got his 3rd touchdown of the night. Trevor Childers with the hat trick.
Touchdown, Mustang.
Trevor Childers, and it's a 2-touchdown lead for the East Lincoln Mustangs with 6:53 left. A West End Sales and Bell touchdown, And another one for the folks, the Chuck Wagon.
Yeah, Chuck Wagon Grill are loving this game here. Trevor Childers, 3 touchdown runs for tonight's ball game. We still got a quarter and a half left to play here. Shanklin out to attempt yet another PAT. I always say this when we get over 30 points. His leg is going to be tired in the morning. That kick is up for Shanklin, and that kick is good. So, with 6:53 remaining in the third quarter on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, East Lincoln has a 35-21 lead over Smoky Mountain.
It's the Subway Sub of the Day. Each day of the week, you get a different 6-inch sub for just $3.50. Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki sub. Tuesday, the oven roasted chicken sub. Wednesday, the turkey breast sub. Thursday, the Italian BMT sub. Friday, the tuna sub. Saturday, the Black Forest ham sub. And Sunday, the meatball marinara sub. Your choice, just $3.50. The Sub of the Day from Subway in Boulder City and the Walmart in Lincolnton.
Back here at David Clark Stadium, where the Mustangs have now jumped up to a 35-21 lead. 2 touchdowns on 2 drives here for the Mustangs. A large assist on that last one to a great punt return by Cameron Dollar, Seth.
Yes, so East Lincoln doing the business yet again, and what a great night it's been for them. But hey, it's not over yet. Smoky Mountain though needs something here.
And the return is going to be taken at the 20-yard line, and they're going to get it all the way to about the 36-yard line. Good return there for Smoky Mountain. I believe that was number 19, Matthew Ridley. Yeah, Matthew Ridley. Better kick return than his last kick return, where he should have taken the ball out of bounds, but let it, caught the ball basically at the edge of inbounds, and it was not really the best play for Matthew Ridley. But the second half, a quick 3-and-out on the first drive for Smoky Mountain. Now let's see what they can do on their second drive, but time is ticking for the Mustangs of Smoky Mountain. So they're getting players coming in and coming out here. Left tackle is late. He just now got to the line of scrimmage and now set up the play. And it's going to be a handoff. Actually, Coffey's going to fake it for himself. Will Mercer read that perfectly and stopped him in the backfield.
Yeah, Will Mercer there on the stop. And once again, the Mustangs just, you cannot run it on this East Lincoln defense tonight.
Actually, no gain or no loss on the play. Going to still be 2nd down and 10 after that great play by Will Mercer.
Can't tell her what the loss on that play. Look at the spot.
It's a ball on the 36-yard line here. Spread formation for Smoky Mountain. 2 receivers on each side. Man going in motion, number 25 for Smoky Mountain. Coffey's going to drop back, going to go for a slant route to Hooper. Almost intercepted as that ball was juggled out of the hands of Hooper. Cameron Dollar was almost Johnny on the spot there. But a dangerous pass there. About 3 or 4 Mustangs of East Lincoln were around Hooper. But somehow Coffey did manage to get it into that hole. And unfortunately for Coffey, Hooper was not able to reel it in.
So now you've got 3rd down here for Smoky Mountain. I mean, this is not the start. You thought that Hail Mary would have given them momentum, but it's done the opposite.
And the blitz is coming for East Lincoln. Coffey under tremendous pressure from Trevor Childers. And now he's going to be sacked in the backfield by Ryan Matz. Matz has had a monster game tonight.
Brought the heat. Could have just thrown it away, but instead he waited. And when Ryan Matz is bearing down on you, that's not the best idea. I mean, he has just been phenomenal on the defensive side of the ball. Loss of 3 there. And now it's 4th and 13, and Smoky Mountain brings on the punt unit.
And Ryan Matz was a huge beneficiary to Trevor Childers bringing the pressure that brought Coffey up into the pocket that was already collapsing, and that gave Ryan Matz a sack. As now the punt team coming out once again. Will Cameron Dollar get a big punt return like he did last time? A low snap, almost blocked. And Cameron Dollar's going to tell everyone to get away from that, or as they say in football, Peter. That's what they say when
I've never understood that, but, you know, I remember I didn't know that until last year when I was filming camera next to coaches, and all of a sudden, I think it was at Kings, man, they were hollering, Peter, Peter, Peter. I'm like, what in the world? It was just so, I've always wondered that, why they call it Peter. But, yes, he is correct there. If you're not familiar, they do actually say that. But nevertheless, here's Smoke, 35-21 East Lincoln, and you wonder what their psyche would be after that Hail Mary at the end of the half. Well, they've seized the momentum right out of the break with 2 touchdowns.
It looked like Smoky Mountain just grabbed the momentum from East Lincoln late in that first half of the Hail Mary, but if East Lincoln can get the touchdown here, it could really be a tough task for Smoky Mountain, as it's going to be a handoff, a read option for Trevor Childers. Trevor Childers gets to about the 30-yard line, About 2 or 3 yards short of the first down. Childers has had himself a ball game here tonight, despite 2 fumbles and responsible for 2 to 3 turnovers in the ball game.
He's now carried the ball 18 times tonight, so he has been the workhorse.
And then, East Lincoln, they don't have Chandler Jones, the younger running back who started throughout most of the year. He's been injured in the latter half of the year, but Trevor Childers has definitely taken a big step up. As now Jalen Frazier in at running back. Frazier got past the line of scrimmage. He might be a yard short of the first down. Might have gained 2 on the play for Frazier, the quicker, shiftier, smaller back. Frazier's done a good job at defensive back this year. He actually started a good bit last year as well, I believe, because he's only a sophomore. So they're having an official timeout to see if they're going to mark the change for a first down. They're saying it's real close, closer than I originally thought.
Save here. I didn't think it was that close. 4:11 left in the third.
Well, they're going to give him an Eddie's Auto Parts first down. Nice job by Jalen Frazier. As he's had a battle with a tape. He had tape on his wrist there, and he had to wave it off. It's almost like the toilet paper on your shoe thing in the bathroom.
I did not need that visual, but anyway, it's 1st and 10 for East Lincoln.
Oh, they got that tape off. Actually, that might – no, that's tape. That's tape.
What did you think it was? Did you really think it was toilet paper? But
No,
anyway.
it was a towel. I thought it might have been a towel for a second, but first down and 10 coming up here for East Lincoln. High snap over the head of Marcus Graham. Graham able to take it. He's trying to scramble, get some yardage. A flag on the play. He throws it to Peyton Pesavento. And a face mask call, so they'll have 2 flags on the field, both against both Mustangs, and a late flag coming onto the field from the back judge.
Flags go flying. A lot of dirty laundry on the field.
And that escalated quickly. So
Thank you, Ron.
Yes, so we know 1 flag on each team, but that last flag, I don't know if it's the same call or maybe that back judge saw something that we did not see late in the play. But nice job by Marcus Graham. Personal foul face mask, so that penalty is declined. It'll be, I guess it'll be offsetting penalties, so that's a huge break for East Lincoln. Considered they had a holding call, and the snap went over Marcus Graham's head. Nice improvising there by Marcus Graham to throw the ball under heavy pressure to Peyton Pesavento, and for Peyton Pesavento to be ready.
Absolutely. So now we got 1st and 10 to sort all that out. We've got it sorted out, I should say, and now.
Yeah, that was a mulligan play.
Absolutely. Saved me a play I didn't have to work stat-wise. So it's been pretty interesting.
Yeah, that play was all over the place, to say the least.
Phew, yeah, good thing I didn't have to add it all up. I mean, it was a bad snap, short throw, face mask, you name it.
Peyton Pesavento going in motion to make it trips to the left side for East Lincoln. And Graham's looking to the left side under some pressure. Going to throw a touch pass to Jalen Frazier. Frazier under heavy pressure, incomplete pass. On the coverage there for Smoky Mountain was number 45, and that is Tanner Norman.
Yes.
Nice coverage there by Tanner Norman.
Tell you what, that play, that was not the best of throws there from Marcus Graham.
It was more of a touch throw there from Marcus Graham. Was a little bit behind Jalen Frazier. If that was just to put a little less touch on there, that might have been a big catch for Jalen Frazier. As now we're getting things situated here. Nate Curitan and Peyton Pesavento going to be on the left side. Cameron Dollar, actually that might be Sidney Dollar on the right side. It's going to be handoff. Actually, Marcus Graham going to take it for himself, and he gets a lot of yards on the play. Someone had to grab Marcus Graham by his jersey. That's the only way you can really tackle him. And they'll stop him at the 39-yard line. Nice read option play. Graham pulled it out of Jalen Frazier's gut at the last second with a lot of defenders looking at Frazier, and that makes it 3rd and short.
7-yard run for Marcus Graham. He's now had 10 rushes tonight.
3rd and 3 for the Mustangs here. It's going to be a quick pass play to Sidney Dollar. Sidney Dollar not really expecting it. Still on his feet, trying to tiptoe down the sidelines, but eventually is out of bounds at the 50-yard line. And right when Sidney Dollar turned around on that play there, Seth, the ball was right in his gut.
Exactly.
He did not expect that.
He did not expect a gain of 11 and a first down for East Lincoln.
Yeah, so a great job by Sidney Dollar of not dropping it, because most times you see a receiver drop the pass. It's interesting here, these last few plays, Cameron Dollar is lined up at tight end.
Very interesting.
And now Graham looking down the field on this play. 1st down and 10, underthrown ball. Did Sidney Dollar catch it? Yes, they're going to say he caught it.
Cameron caught that ball.
Was complete to number 4, Cameron Dollar.
Wow.
21 yards.
That ball is completely behind Cameron Dollar. He's slow to get up as a Smoky Mountain defender is hurt on the play. Not the best throw by Marcus Graham, but Cameron Dollar able to make the catch somehow.
Marcus Graham's hurt too, or he was a little slow to get up. How did he catch that ball?
I don't know. A circus catch by Cameron Dollar. He's made quite a few this year. In the Forest View game this year, he made a brilliant one-handed catch early on in that game. That was amazing.
So you said it was a circus catch. We have had some events tonight that have resembled a clown show.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a crazy night here, folks.
Like I said, it's been a clown show. You said it was a circus. Clown shows in some instances.
I mean, that Hail Mary is something that I never saw. My voice cracked because I was so surprised about that. That made it 21-21 at halftime. Since then, East Lincoln's had the whole game in control as the injured Smoky Mountain Mustangs down on the ground looking like they're working on his leg here. Looks like they're going to pull him up, so it looks like he's all right. That's good.
Yes.
That is actually the man who made that circus Hail Mary catch. That is number 11, Austin Bumgarner.
Oh, man, tough loss there for Smoky Mountain.
Yeah, tough loss for him. Hopefully he's all right. He's walking pretty much under his own power there. I might have landed wrong there for Bumgarner, who's had a tremendous night for the Mustangs of Smoky Mountain. But after the circus catch by Cameron Dollar, it's going to be 1st down and 10 for East Lincoln inside the 30-yard line at about the 28-yard line, as East Lincoln's completely dominated this third quarter.
28-yard line.
And now it looks like East Lincoln's going in I formation. Will Mercer lined up as fullback.
This is a weird setup.
So stacked I formation here. The goal line almost. It's going to be a handoff to Trevor Childers. Childers got a lot of room ahead of him. He's cutting up to the right side of the field and finally got brought down from behind. Eddie's Auto Parts 1st down. They're going to move inside the 15-yard line to the 13-yard line.
16-yard run there for Trevor Childers.
And just line everyone up right inside the box and then get those offensive linemen to block down the field. And Trevor Childers can do the rest there. Nice play by Childers.
And the Smoky Mountain 14-yard line.
And now East Lincoln staying in that I formation. Why not? It's worked for the whole game, or for the whole year almost. So now they're more to the right side. It's going to be a pitch out for Trevor Childers. Childers met the backfield, still on his feet somehow. He'll be caught for a loss, but it could have been a whole lot worse there, as that defender on the edge got past Will Mercer or Dalton Salerno.
That may have been the most spectacular, not much gain, maybe loss of the play I've seen, most spectacular 2-yard loss I've seen all season.
Yeah,
in any level of football.
Yeah, it could have been a loss for about 5 or 6, but instead it's a loss of 2. Thanks to Trevor Childers staying on his feet, he'll get a much-deserved rest as Jalen Frazier now in at running back. Dalton Salerno to fullback. Now Nate Kierton going to be lined up as wide receiver here. As I don't think Cameron Dollar's on the field. So Nate Kierton.
I don't see him.
It's going to be a pass play action. Marcus Graham looking down the field into the end zone. Looks like miscommunication between him and Will Mercer. That was past Will Mercer by about 5 or 6 yards. I don't know who. I guess he was thrown to Will Mercer on that play, but it was not a good throw, that's for sure.
Was not. 48.3 seconds left in the third quarter.
Now we're seeing East Lincoln going to spread it out here. Cameron Dollar, Sidney Dollar, Peyton Pesavento, all of them back onto the field here. They're getting out of that bunch formation, going back to the spread. Spreading it out here. 2 receivers on each side. Trevor Childers back in the ball game at running back. Graham going to take the snap, 3rd and long. They got a screen pass to Cameron Dollar, high throw to Cameron. Cameron gets through 2 defenders, still on his feet, cutting up to the left side of the field.
Are you serious?
Is he in the end zone? And he's stopped at the 1. The 1-yard line. Oh, so close to the touchdown for Cameron Dollar.
Was it gain of 14 there?
Gain of 14. He might be 2 yards short, but man, an incredible play by Cameron Dollar. Looked like he was going to be stopped right after he caught it, but got through those 2 defenders and cut up the field before getting 1 yard short of the end zone here.
I'm sorry I talked in the middle of the play. I had to ask, are you serious? I mean, that was unbelievable. Another spin cycle, and then he just able to keep going.
1st and goal from the 1 yard line. East Lincoln still spreading it out here. And it's going to be a handoff to Trevor Childers. Childers gets his 4th touchdown of the ball game. Man, oh man, Trevor Childers is on fire.
Another one for the check wagon, and another West End Sales and Vail touchdown. Oh my goodness, boy, you go to the check wagon anytime in the next couple of days, you're going to see some happy people because they love Trevor Childers, and He has 4 rushing touchdowns, and the Mustangs with breathing space at 41-21.
Yeah, just late in the third quarter here, 41-21 lead for East Lincoln over Smoky Mountain. Trevor Childers giving a nightmares to Smoky Mountain, and that's where he's going up to play college, right up the road from Smoky Mountain High School at Western. So a lot of people remember Trevor Childers when he goes up to Western Carolina next year, and the PAT is good for Shanklin. As of 12.6 seconds remaining in the third quarter, 42-21 the lead for East Lincoln over Smoky Mountain on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
And back here at David Clark Stadium, late in the third quarter, under just a little over 10 seconds remaining, East Lincoln has now escaped a tie ball game and leads this one 42-21. It's going to take a big comeback for Smoky Mountain to win this game.
Yes, and excuse me, Trevor Childers. Is it safe to say he's making it's a virtual cinch he's going to win the Stanley M. Goodson Player of the Game?
I don't know. Cameron Dollar is giving some competition.
Yeah, but 4 touchdowns. Hard to argue with that.
It's hard to argue with that, but yeah. He's the front runner right now. It's kickoff to Ridley. Goes for the hands of Wrigley. Will it get to the end zone? No, it won't. Ridley's returning it at the 2-yard line, and now he's going left to right, now cutting up, and he's trying to get and runs it to his own teammate. Tackle at the 10-yard line. That's been the summary of the second half for Smoky Mountain.
Number 19, Matthew Ridley, stopped by number 14.
It's just that's what it's been in the second half, Seth. For this,
yes, I mean when it rains, it pours, and now you got to go to your own 10 and a 21-point second half surge for the East Lincoln Mustangs.
And we saw a similar thing happen to East Lincoln earlier in the second half, the second half kickoff, except it went to the end zone for a touchback after Cameron Dollar tipped it. It went over his head. First down and 10 here for Smoky Mountain. Going to be a handoff to Ridley. Didn't get but 2 yards on the play, and that'll end the third quarter here at David Clark Stadium. East Lincoln now has a 21-point lead over Smoky Mountain, the largest lead of the game. And we'll be back for the start of the fourth quarter.
Get domestic, not domesticated, at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge in Lincoln. Hurry in now for $2,000 bonus cash on the new 2016 Dodge Charger, the most powerful muscle car ever. And take 20% off the new 2016 Dodge Journey, giving you fuel efficiency and muscle too. Get domestic, not domesticated, at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge, 1442 East Main Street in Lincoln.
Back here at David Clark Stadium as we are awaiting the start of the fourth quarter. Got a score update here. West Lincoln did get a touchdown. They now trail 49-7 late in the game as High Brighton also extended their lead. They now lead 49-20. It could be playing Burns depending on the score. Have not gotten a Burns score in a while.
I was just getting ready to say that Burns, if Burns wins, that's where they would go, to High Brighton. West Caldwell with a pretty big lead, so it looks like Smoke, you and I are going on a little road trip to Caldwell County next on Black Friday.
I was about to say it. West Caldwell now leads 41-0 in their game. As it looks like, unless Smoky Mountain makes a big comeback, East Lincoln and West Caldwell will face off again in what should be an exciting one, to say the least. It's been dominating third quarter by East Lincoln, scoring 21 points, as many points as they had in the first half. As we're waiting the first play of the fourth quarter, 2nd down and 8 coming up here for Smoky Mountain. Coffee going to hand it off to Ridley to the right side. Ridley following his blockers, and I think Ryan Matz made another big play. It's been a day for Ryan Matz.
He's a prime candidate to be your defensive player of the game.
Yeah, and he's stopped Ridley in the backfield for a loss of 3. Also, Lincolnton up 48-0 over Thomasville.
No real surprise. Boy, Thomasville has fallen on hard times the last several years. A once proud program. You'd usually, when you hear Lincoln and Thomasville, you usually would think like semifinals, not first round.
And a big third down coming up for Smoky Mountain to see if they can try to make a big play. They've made quite a few tonight. Let's see if the magic is still with Smoky Mountain. It's going to be a big play. Ryan Matz is going to get him in the backfield. Another sack for Ryan Matz. Ryan Matz is wow, what a night for Ryan Matz.
You'll excuse it. He's doing his best Derek Barnett impression. I mean, he's
using the swim technique and coming around the outside.
I mean, he's been tremendous tonight. That left tackle has had nightmares of Ryan Matz.
Yeah, I mean, that left tackle, he's going to be, like you said, he's going to be seeing Ryan Matz in his sleep. He is just doing his best. Any defensive lineman you really want to name, he's doing his best impression of here tonight.
This was almost an hour ago, but do have a score update for Cherryville. They are trailing at halftime, 28-7. That was 52 minutes ago. As not the best punt there for Smoky Mountain. Will Cameron Dollar be aggressive and take this one? No, he won't.
He wanted to for a minute.
He wanted to, but the side's better, and the side's not to. Still great field position for East Lincoln. They'll have the ball at the Smoky Mountain 36 or 37-yard line to start the drive here to really just try to put this one out of reach for Smoky Mountain here.
So 42-21.
37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Mustangs.
East Lincoln takes the field once again here with 10:25 remaining in the ball game. A 42-21 lead for the East Lincoln Mustangs. Trevor Childers, we'll probably see him run the ball a lot on this drive here, burn off some clock. And, yep, Trevor Childers will take it. A lot of room for him. He's at the 25 and going to be dragged down at about the 19-yard line. Bias wanting a face mask call.
18-yard run for Trevor Childers.
Who knows the way he's going to get his 5th touchdown most likely if this drive continues.
Good grief.
Got an entertaining one at Stuart Kramer as Franklin leads Stuart Kramer 21-14 with 5 minutes remaining.
Winner goes to Shelby.
And Trevor Childers, another handoff here. Not as much yards this time, gets it to about the 15-yard line. About a gain of 4. So gain of 4 on the play for East Lincoln. As time is just ticking and ticking the way East Lincoln wants it to. Under 10 minutes remaining in the ball game here.
I remind you to stay tuned afterwards for the Ronaldo Automall postgame show. No Kevin Hastings tonight. He'll be staying in Whiteville. But Dennis Davis and Terry Reinhardt will be there. And I'm sure a certain Mr. Ludwig will call in afterwards. So I will be listening. Hoping you do not embarrass me too much. But anyway, you never do. I just want to make sure you don't. 9:26 and counting to go.
All right, 2nd down and 6 coming up here for East Lincoln. It's going to be another handoff to Trevor Childers. Same exact play. Cuts up to the left side now. Cuts up to the right. You're going to get the 1st down. And inside the 5-yard line, another Eddie's Auto Parts 1st down for none other than Trevor Childers.
Trying to get the yard tabulated. What was that, 11, 12 yards?
I think it might have been. But it's Eddie's Auto Parts 1st down. 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line. East Lincoln trying to put the final nail in the coffin on Smoky Mountain season here. And it'll take a lot if East Lincoln scores because under 9 minutes remaining in the ball game now.
It's looking pretty grim as it is, but he's going quiet here.
So now they're going to bring Nate Kierton into the backfield here. It's going to be a read option here for Marcus Graham. He's going to take it for himself, and he'll get into the end zone for a touchdown. The final nail in the coffin for Smoky Mountain.
And hello, Caldwell County, and a rematch as they're up big, and now East Lincoln goes up 48-21 with 8:43 to go. Fans are leaving. A West End Sales and Vail touchdown for Marcus Graham. He kind of deserves one. He's running the ball real well tonight. So here, Trevor's got 4. Let me get one.
Yeah, and also I want to give you a score update for a game that is on KTC Broadcasting. Stuart Kramer is Bessemer City is leading Northmore 20-13 in the 4th quarter as Ryan Shanklin gets a beautiful extra point yet again. And now East Lincoln has a 49-21 lead on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard over Smoky Mountain. We'll take a quick timeout and be back right after this.
Ronaldo Automall in Shelby is happy to announce their Christmas Families promotion again this year. You can help bring a little joy to a family less fortunate this holiday season. Just bring your non-perishable food items and unwrapped toys to Ronaldo Automall and drop them off before December the 19th. They will be distributed to underprivileged families in our area. You can make a difference in someone's Christmas this year. Let's fill up a GMC Sierra pickup full of toys and non-perishable food items. Again, be sure to drop them off before December the 19th at Renato Auto Mall, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, right below the Cleveland Mall.
And back here at David Clark Stadium, we found an interesting score. Entertaining for the Faults that we, thinking Maiden might make a run after beating Lincolnton. They lose to Mount Pleasant, 35-21.
Yeah, that's a tough break for the Farleys to go out. So one SD17, well, actually two SD17s fighting the dust because West Lincoln, of course, losing big, and now Maiden has lost it. He's gone finals. So, but East Lincoln's holding up their end.
And so is Lincolnton as well. As another kick goes over the head of someone, this time Ridley. It's not going to be Ridley taking it this time. It looks like number 1, that is Lanning, who's had a rough night being defensive back tonight. He'll return the kick to about the 24-yard line.
Yeah, it's two SD17s gone, and two of them are going to play each other barring some sort of meteor or something.
Yeah. Also, it looks like Kings Mountain's in a tough one right now.
That surprised me a little bit. I thought they would win pretty comfortably at home, and I thought they would make a run.
I don't think they will because they just fumbled at their own 34 with 2:34 remaining, down 10 points against Ledford.
Oh, my goodness.
As the flag goes out against East Lincoln, too many men on the field. And a handoff to Ridley, and he gets about 3 or 4, but they'll take the penalty yards on this one.
Now, that one surprised. I really thought Kings Mountain could make a run this year, but my goodness. So Ledford's going to go to Cleveland County and get them a win.
And South Point won their opener against West Henderson, 59-0.
Participation calls go against the Mustangs.
I'm assuming Mountain Island Charter won. They were up big on Andrews. That's a long 9-hour round trip because 4.5 hours to get to there.
Of course, Smoky Mountain, this team will have to take a 5-hour round trip.
Yes.
It's not that bad. It's not as bad as...
It's better than 9.
It's better than 9. 2.5 hours go pretty quick up there. It's just going up the mountains at night. Going up Black Mountain at night is real tough. Or going down. Going down's a whole lot worse. Have to keep pins and needles driving down Black Mountain. Ridley taking the handoff, bouncing out to the left side. Got a lot of room. Getting some blocking help. Gets the first down and more. A gain of about 10 on the play for Ridley. That's the first big carry he's really had tonight, or if not in a long time.
About what, 16 there for Ridley?
10.
10, okay.
Yeah, the penalty, yes.
Yeah, the 10, yes. So, but yes, anyway, still a good, and he's actually now carried the ball 16 times tonight, has Ridley. As we're now nearing 8 minutes left.
Expected more from Ridley.
Yeah, I did too.
5'6" running back who came into the game at 1,400 yards rushing and 13 touchdowns. Did get a rushing touchdown early on in the game. It's going to be another handoff to Ridley. Ridley goes up the middle, gets across to 45 before he's met by Eli Smith. And he'll get tackled at the 46-yard line. So a gain of about 4 on the play for Ridley. That's Smoky Mountain really not trying to take any gambles late in this ball game.
Gain of 4 for Ridley.
Ball almost at midfield. Ridley going to be faking it to Ridley. It's going to be a quick pass to the flats for number 25. And he'll get the first down and be tackled at the 40-yard line.
Gain of 16.
As that was number 25. That is Greg Kosnick.
Gage Kosnick.
Gage Kosnick. He's had himself a pretty good game tonight for Smoky Mountain.
Yeah, 3 catches now. He caught that 33-yard trick play in the first half.
Yep. So Nettie's Auto Parts first down for Smoky Mountain, moving the ball down the field most effectively in the second half. And right as I say that, Ridley met in the backfield by number 14, Bailey Knight and Ryan Matz. Haven't seen Bailey Knight that much this year, but he gets himself a big play. And the playoffs here is Smoky Mountain's going to take a timeout here. And we're going to take a quick timeout of ourselves when we come back.
Just say fill her up. Be ready for Old Man Winter with a fill-up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln. No matter where you live, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln can deliver. Just call 704-735-2508. Be ready for Old Man Winter with your winter fill-up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company, 1404 East Main Street in Lincoln. Again, call 704-735-2508. Just say fill her up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Your local auto owner's insurance agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency on Highway 16 in Denver. Call 704-483-3243.
Back here at David Clark Stadium, sorry about that. We did miss a play. Ridley gained 6 on the play. Going to make it about third and about 6 coming up here for Smoky Mountain, trying to make a last gasp effort here in this ball game. Going to be a play action pass, a low pass for Hooper.
Incomplete.
And they're going to say it's incomplete. The low pass is Hooper on the slant route.
What's going on with the Burns Bulldogs, Smoke?
Well, they got a big lead in the fourth quarter, 41-17 over North Forsyth.
Wow.
So they're going to have a big challenge next week, most likely, as they'll take on High Brighton, who is the team to beat in 3A.
So a couple of big games. So 2 of our area crews will be heading up to Caldwell County next week.
Yeah, we might run it.
Tom and Matthew will be over in Lenore, and then we'll be over at West Caldwell. So it's going to be basically use the Caldwell County studios, if you will, next week.
And a play action pass here under some pressure and almost intercepted, but it's going to be a pass interference call there.
I don't know about that one. There was contact. I don't know.
And it goes by as waving his hat up and down, not liking that one.
Up 28, and he's still pleading for calls.
Broken up by number 9.
And Tavin Johnson on the breakup there for East Lincoln. But
And a penalty marker on the play.
it is going to be, it's actually an offsetting penalty, so that will not matter. An eligible man downfield is the call against Smoky Mountain. That'll cost them. Well, Smoky Mountain, they are going to go for it here.
And what do you got to lose?
Yeah. Down 49-21 with about a little over 6 minutes remaining in the ball game. A lot of East Lincoln has a couple of their backups in the ball game now. So they're going to redo. We're going to get a mulligan here, second mulligan of the night. And it's going to be a play action pass. A deep pass for Coffee to Hooper and almost intercepted, and that's going to be a pass interference call again. And that one was against number 82, Gabe Duncan, a lot like the pass interference call Cyrus Lanning had earlier in the ball game.
Smoky Mountain will have a fresh set of downs, a good field position after this penalty. Pass interference on
well, looks like Bias finally got himself a penalty call.
Yeah.
That ref has been holding it in for the whole game.
He's like, Mike, I've had enough of you, so I'm going to throw this flag. And I don't think Bias cares because he's still pleading his case. Like I said, he's up 28. Is he mocking the flag? I don't know.
It just shows you how frustrated he's been with these officials tonight.
Looks like we had a pass interference call go against the Mustangs.
And sportsmanlike conduct. So 2 flags going against East Lincoln, one against a player and the other against Coach Mike Bias as he's given that side judge the business yet again.
He's tossing his hat. Oh, my goodness.
That side judges, those 2 will not be exchanging Christmas cards this year, that is for sure.
You think?
I think this crew this needs to be their last playoff game right there. This crew is very confused.
As this has been an interesting game with the officials tonight. That has been definitely the case. I haven't seen much from Smoky Mountain side, but we are all across the field from them. We've just seen Coach Bias has not been the number 1 fan of this officiating crew, but nonetheless, after the penalties, 1st down and 10 outside the 10-yard line. Play action pass fading to the end zone. That is, don't know what Coffee was doing. Incomplete pass there. Actually, it was caught, but it was out of the end zone there. The one who got the pass was number 42, Blake Shoop. Coffee, just a bad miscommunication with his wide receiver there, which is Bumgarner.
Folks, Coffee has now thrown the ball 29 times tonight.
So 2nd down and 10 coming up here for Smoky Mountain. 6:01 remaining in the ball game. The ball spotted at the 11-yard line. It's going to be a pass play once again. Coffee thrown into the end zone way over the head. Way over the head. That was for the uprights. That's how much it was overthrown there by Coffee was intended for Kosnick. Just completely overthrown by about 10 feet.
Yes.
I don't think Yao Ming would have caught that ball.
I don't think Mac, some of them big college players like from UC Irvine, I don't think he could have caught that one either.
3rd down and 10. Going to be a quick pass to the flats, and it's dropped. As Hooper was the intended receiver.
4 straight incompletions for Coffee.
And, of course, Smoky Mountain probably going to go for it here.
5:50 to go, and they call a timeout. Wow.
And they call a timeout here. And we'll take a quick timeout of our timeout ourselves. Be back right after this.
The new Homestead Grill and Tap House in Denver is now open on Highway 16. Now you have 2 great locations to choose from. The Homestead Grill and Tap House on North Generals Boulevard in Lincoln, and now the new Homestead Grill and Tap House on Highway 16 in Denver. And remember them for catering too. Weddings, rehearsal dinners, birthdays, showers, and more. That's the Homestead Grill and Tap House, 357 North Generals Boulevard in Lincoln, and now on Highway 16 in Denver.
And now we've just heard a final here from David Clark Stadium. West Caldwell won the game against West Stokes, 41-0. As they will be playing East Lincoln most likely, unless something miraculous happens with Smoky Mountain in these final 5
They need
minutes.
Frank Reich.
Yeah, and then some.
Thanks goes out to these folks for doing a fine job.
So now we have ourselves a 4th down and 10 coming up. The last hope for Smoky Mountain here. Let's see what's going to happen here. And 4th down and 10. Coffee going to take a big drop back pass into the end zone and incomplete. And that'll do it.
5:43 remaining.
Yeah, it looked like a wheel route there for Ridley. A late flag coming onto the field.
What in the world?
Came out of nowhere, but I think it's against Smoky Mountain. That's what the East Lincoln defenders are saying, at least.
We have a penalty marker on the play.
I think if it is against Smoky Mountain, the frustration is just sinking in for Smoky Mountain.
Yes, they'll finish their year at 7-5 on the season. So
personal foul call.
Any personal foul call go against Smoky Mountain?
Yes.
But no, got to give credit to Smoky Mountain. They made this a close ball game here for a half. They've improved so much over the past year. But they are going to have to take a 2.5-hour drive home for the season. That's the thing that sucks whenever you have to travel a long ways in the playoffs. If you lose the ball game, that's going to be the longest ride home in your life.
The longest 2.5 hours they'll ever experience, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
As it's been in past years when they've lost in the playoffs to East Lincoln too, though. And this game, believe it or not, folks, you're just joining us. This game was tied at 21 at the half, and Smoky Mountain had a 14-0 lead early.
And now looks like offense. Most of the starters on offense are still out in the field. So see, we've had a kid at the other side of the 25 on Smoky Mountain side. He's standing up now, but he's been rolling all over the grass for the past 5 minutes. He's trying to amuse himself as on the head off is that Trevor Childers. He ran over one of his own offensive linemen.
They look like a 48. That's 49.
That's number 49, actually.
That's Martin.
Martin, that's one of the JV players that got caught up.
Ball carried by number 49, Ethan Martin.
Ethan Martin on the carry there. He got himself a good chunk of yardage, about
Pick up a 6, brings up
6 on the play, making it 2nd and 4. East Lincoln just burning that clock off.
His brother was number 49 last year, Darren Martin.
The younger brother of Darren Martin.
Cole Barber.
Actually, Cole Barber.
Okay.
Cole Barber on the carry once again. Barber gets himself a first down. Eddie's Auto Parts first down.
Yeah, Cole Barber.
Gain of 6 again, I believe, right?
Yeah, Cole Barber getting himself some good yardage here.
How about a Subway Sub of the Game nominee?
Yeah, he could be it. Haven't seen that many subs tonight.
Cole Barber's run gives the Mustangs a 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
He works 31 on JV.
And we still got over 4.5 minutes remaining in this ball game here, folks. As East Lincoln just going up the I formation, running it with Cole Barber. As Cole Barber had away for a false start there. As he gets tripped up behind the line of scrimmage on this play for a loss of about 1. As we're seeing Number 44 now coming to the ball game here for East Lincoln, replacing Eli Smith, the senior. He'll now be in at fullback. Actually gave him a yard on the play there. I thought he was in the backfield there. Was mistaken.
I thought maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage, but
East Lincoln just burning that clock as much as they can here. Under 4 minutes in the ball game now. 5 left on the play clock. Now East Lincoln takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff pitch to Barber, actually. And Barber gets stopped in the backfield. A big stop there by number 30, Kyle Bradley. He's been a good player tonight for Smoky Mountain on the defensive end. So that's going to make it 3rd and long coming up here for East Lincoln. 3rd and 14 coming up.
5 for that young man, Barber.
Under 3.5 minutes now. Won't see a pass play. Probably will see a run play.
We have a sale going on at our concession stand. All hot food is half price. All hot food is half price at our concession stand.
And 3rd down coming up here for East Lincoln.
I don't even know what made me remember it.
And Cole Barber take the handoff yet again. Gets past the first line of defense. Makes up that lost yardage, but is 10 yards short of the first down. And East Lincoln will be punting it here.
Ball carried by number 49, Cole Barber.
So we're now under 3 minutes left in the ball game.
So Smoky Mountain will get the ball back one more time as Cameron Dollar will punt this one away.
Hooper will be back deep.
So Smoky Mountain can look at the season with some positives, and they were in this game, but East Lincoln's going to move on this season.
A great punt by Cameron Dollar, my goodness. Right to Hooper at the 20-yard line, who's going to try to return this. Gets through a couple defenders, cutting up to the left side now, and finally brought down at about the 26-yard line. Nice effort there by Hooper. So it's word for that kid who's just been rolling around the grass.
I was just now seeing him. I didn't know what you were talking about at first, but now I see him. And
he's still rolling in that grass. He doesn't care. He's amusing himself. But,
so if my math is correct, this is going to put East Lincoln at 10-2 on the season.
Yes.
Another 10-win season for East Lincoln. My goodness, they keep churning them out over here, don't they?
Oh yeah, it's like nothing anymore. It's a 10-win season. That's the norm really for East Lincoln these past 5-6 years.
Reminds me when Virginia Tech did that, for all them years in a row. It's just like, ho-hum, 10 wins.
It's going to be a quick pass from Coffee to Bumgarner. Bumgarner going to get the first down and a little bit more before he's forced out of bounds at about the 40-yard line.
Gain of 14 on the play.
Yeah, Bumgarner's had himself a night. And Terry Farrell is on the stop for East Lincoln. That's an Eddie's Auto Parts first down. A ball now at about the 39-yard line for Smoky Mountain.
39-yard line.
And Coffee going to drop back pass. He's looking for a deep ball here to Hooper. Hooper, man, great coverage on the play there as it's incomplete by number 82, Gabe Duncan. Man, great coverage there.
2:02 remaining in the game and in the season for Smoky Mountain.
It's Hooper. They're just trying to get to Hooper deep. They've tried it so many times tonight. Has worked once for a big play. But other than that, it's been quiet on those deep plays. It's going to be another quick pass to Abernathy, or to Bumgarner, Austin Bumgarner.
That's the second time you called him Abernathy tonight.
I don't know why I'm calling him Abernathy.
You got that name, I think, in front of you.
Oh, yeah, the Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge halftime show.
I'm sure they appreciate the extra ad. But hey, it's a 49-21 game. You got to kill the time some kind of way.
Gain of 6 on the play, going to make it 3rd and 4 coming up here for Smoky Mountain. And Smoky Mountain's going to burn their final timeout here with 1:56 remaining. And Seth, looks like we will. It's going to be East Lincoln versus West Caldwell next week. Last time that game happened, it was a complete shootout. That East Lincoln found themselves in the hole early, and they could not recover. East Lincoln, if they play like they did tonight, specifically in the first half against West Caldwell, it's going to be much of the same.
Yeah, if the second half East Lincoln shows up, they could be in good shape, but they need that second half East Lincoln to show up in the first half. And obviously West Caldwell, I mean, a very dangerous team. Obviously, they finished second of the SD7 for a reason. And, you know, I've been wanting to see this team in person all year, and it looks like I'm going to get my wish here. We haven't had them yet, but that's going to change in 7 days' time.
As Coffee going to be scrambling a screen pass, and he's going to be sacked. Sacked on the play by number 14, Bailey Knight, the senior. A big play for Bailey Knight there. That's one he'll remember.
A playoff sack for Bailey Knight. And this East Lincoln defense, it's like the Denver sack exchange, if you will.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of those sacks have come from the blind side of Coffee. The left side of that offensive line has struggled mightily tonight. They don't have to worry about Ryan Matz anymore, but they're still struggling. It's not going to be trips to the left side. One receiver all by himself for Smoky Mountain on the right side. Under some pressure again is Coffee. He's going to throw down the deep ball for Hooper, and it's tipped and incomplete. It was a little bit underthrown as number 33 knocked it away, Jeremy Wright. And, well, Smoky Mountain will have one last chance to get a big play here. They're going to have to get to the...
No, that was fourth down, Smoke.
That was fourth down? Okay.
That was fourth down.
That was fourth down, and that'll do it. That'll do it officially, really, for East Lincoln and Smoky Mountain, as East Lincoln will take this one in victory. 49-21, still got a minute to go. We'll have East Lincoln go into the victory formation yet again, and they'll get themselves another 10-win season as they win this one. This is probably going to be their last home game tonight, and they win this one in stride thanks to that big second half.
Yes, they outscore them 28-0 in the second half.
After being tied 21-all at halftime, East Lincoln, as you said, 28-0 run to win in the second half to win this one big, 49-21. So they already did one kneel. Now under a minute left to go in this ball game here.
Hope to see a lot of green and orange in Caldwell County next week.
Yes, as we'll have two games that we know of right now in Caldwell County on the KTC broadcast and schedule. Burns most likely playing High Brighton. That'll be a big challenge for the Bulldogs next week. As Marcus Graham going to take a kneel here. This will most likely be his last kneel of the ball game, and that'll do it for tonight's ball game. On the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, East Lincoln advances to the second round of the 2AA state playoffs. 49-21 victory over Smoky Mountain. We'll be right back for the Carolina Trust Bank postgame show, where we'll give out the Stanley M. Goodson Player of the Game, the Defensive Player of the Game sponsored by Rose and Bill Oil Company, and the Subway Sub of the Game.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Be sure to visit Eddie's Auto Parts, 2514 East Main Street in Lincoln, and your local CarQuest distributor.
When you want some help from a fellow car lover, it's all in one place, as you'll discover. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
If you're shopping for a subcompact tractor, shop the Mahindra Max first. The Max has the #1 lift capacity in its class, plus best-in-class turning radius. And when the other guy's warranty stops at 2 years, Mahindra's 5-year warranty keeps on going. Add it all up and you get the world's #1 selling tractor, Mahindra.
Trust New South Tractor to keep you running long and strong. Located on Highway 70 in Newton near the Hickory Fairgrounds and newsouthractor.com.
It's like going on vacation without leaving town. At the Glen Oaks Golf Club in Maiden, sure there's golf, but there's a whole lot more, like their swimming pool, driving range, picnic shelter, and their new clubhouse, featuring a snack bar and a big banquet room. Great for weddings, receptions, class and family reunions. So for a fun day of golf and much, much more, see Glen Oaks Golf Course. Call 828-428-2451. 828-428-2451. Online at glenoaksgolf.com. Where can you go and pay zero money down? Where can you go where every vehicle is Carfax certified? Where can you go to get a warranty on every vehicle on the lot? And where can you go to get low 1.9% financing with your approved credit? At the king of zero money down. That's Milholland Automotive in Lincoln. That's right, Milholland Automotive in Lincoln. See them for all the details. Milholland Automotive, 423 West Main Street in Lincoln. Online at milhollandautomotive.com.
McRib. Hello, you delicious sandwich, you. How long's it been?
9 months, 3 days, 5 hours, 21
Honey,
minutes.
please, I'm trying to enjoy my McRib. Wait a minute, how'd you know that?
Because I've been waiting that long too.
I love you.
Wait, me or the McRib?
The wait is over. The delicious McRib sandwich came back because of you. So come to McDonald's and enjoy its unique flavor that you love so much before it's gone again. Limited time only at participating locations.
Doctor, what's wrong with my husband?
Let's take a look.
CKDKDS Macron.
Ah, yes, I've seen this before. Your husband has coyote fever.
Coyote fever?
Yes, he's obviously learned of the hot deals going on now at your local Coyote tractor dealer.
Is this serious?
Very serious. Now's the best time to buy one of the best-selling tractors on the market. If you care at all about your husband, you'll drive him over to the Coyote dealer now. Oh, and I'm writing you a prescription for great deals on all implements, too.
Your Coyote dealer is West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vale.
We're community-minded. We believe in what we do. We love this town. We live in just like you.
We're a community bank. That's why we always try to approach things from a community-minded point of view. When something is in the best interest of the communities we serve, it's good for us as well. We're community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, member FDIC. Community-minded, just like you.
We're community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, with 3 offices in Lincoln, also in Gastonia, Denver, Forest City, Hickory, Lake Lure, and Vale. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Sooner or later, everyone wants to make their home dreams a reality, and Key Builders in Lincoln is here to help make your home dreams come true. Visit their website at keybuildersnc.com and visit their gallery of homes and floor plans, or they will build from your dream home floor plan too. They'll be there to help you with every step of the way. So for your dream home, visit Key Builders in Lincoln, 1459 North Aspen Street in Lincoln, or again online at keybuildersnc.com.
And back here at David Clark Stadium, you are now listening to the Carolina Trust Bank postgame show. But first, we're going to do the Owl Lane Kubota recap of the game, Seth.
Well, it's a game of runs, to use a basketball analogy. I mean, Smoky Mountain starts out on a 14-0 lead, and you think East Lincoln needs to get going. But then East Lincoln scores the next 21. Then Smoky Mountain hits the crazy Hail Mary at the end of the half. And then in the second half, East Lincoln outscores Smoky Mountain 28-0, 49-21. Phenomenal game by Childers in the run game. And how about that Mustang defensive line, that front seven? My goodness, nothing going for Smoky Mountain in the run game tonight. And that usually is the bread and butter. And it's the reason why Nate Colby had to throw it 36 times tonight, which for a Mountain team in high school football, you don't hear that a whole lot.
No.
But that's what happened tonight. He had to throw it 36 times. And we'll get to the stats later. It wasn't too pretty on the Smoky Mountain side of things. But all in all, good win for East Lincoln. Stuff they need to work on. They're obviously going to play better and get off to a better start. They probably could have afforded somewhat of that start tonight, obviously, against Smoky Mountain. I don't think they can afford to start that slow against West Caldwell next week, and what should be a really interesting football game.
Well, they had to play catch-up last time they played West Caldwell on the road, and they're going to have to play West Caldwell on the road again. They cannot get the start that they had this week, next week, against a team like West Caldwell, because Titus Tucker will eat you up. But let's go ahead and go into the stats here. First, let's go into Smoky Mountains.
Yes, Nate Coffey, 10 of 36 for 164 yards. He did have the touchdown, the miracle touchdown at the end of the half. Matthew Ridley, the star running back, was held at 19 carries for 40 yards on 19 carries. Incredible. Nate Coffey, 6 carries for 6 yards. Cole Hooper was 1 for 1 for 33 yards. He had a catch on a trick play. Austin Bumgarner, who caught that wild Hail Mary at the end of the half, had 7 catches for 89 yards. Gage Kosnick, 3 catches for 62 yards. Connor Moore, catch for 25, and Cole Hooper, catch for 21. Now we get to the good stuff for the East Lincoln Mustangs.
Yep.
Marcus Graham, what did we say at the start? I said at the start, he needed to be more accurate. He was that tonight. He was 13 of 17 through the air for 313 yards. Actually, I believe I miscounted. I think it's 14 of 18 for 313 yards. Phenomenal performance tonight. And then what more can you say about Trevor Childers? 24 carries, 147 yards, and 4 touchdowns tonight. Marcus Graham had 13 carries for 83 yards. Cole Barber, 5 carries for 12 yards. Jalen Frazier had 3 carries for 7. Receiving the ball tonight, how about Cameron Dollar? 6 catches, $136. Sidney Dollar, 4 catches for 84 yards. Trevor Childers had a 71-yard touchdown. Jalen Frazier, 2 catches for 13 yards. And Peyton Pesavento had a grab for 9 on a 49-21 playoff win as the Mustangs once again hit the 10-win mark in a season.
And they once again beat Smoky Mountain in the opening round of the playoffs.
Go figure.
Yeah, go figure, as Smoky Mountain's going to have to take a 2.5-hour drive. This has been the most competitive they've been in the playoffs against East Lincoln in football, at least. So they have improved after winning 7 games this year. But they are going to have to take that long 2.5-hour trip back up the mountains, going up to Cullowhee. So want to give out the Player of the Game awards. First, we're going to give out our Subway Sub of the Game. You can go to the Boger City shopping area or to the Walmart in Lincoln and get yourself a $3.50 sub of the day. We're going to give that award to number 14, Bailey Knight, the senior. Got some big plays late, a tackle and a sack there. Bailey Knight, a big game for him, his last home game.
Yeah, got a sack there towards the end. I'm sure he'll relish that forever. So good choice, Bailey Knight with the sack. Our Subway Sub of the Games. We now go to the Rosenbill Oil Company Defensive Player and Play of the Game. I don't know about play, but to me, Defensive Player of the Game was rather easy to choose.
I would figure the plays would be all of Ryan Matz's sacks.
That's a good choice. And Player of the
Ryan
Game
Matz.
was Ryan Matz.
A handful of sacks, at least 2 or 3 at least. But he was just all over the place tonight.
He brought new meaning to the definition, to the term one-man wrecking crew.
Yes, he completely annihilated the left tackle tonight for Smoky Mountain. And Coffey was, even when Matz didn't get a big play, he was bringing pressure to Coffey, which was having to make Coffey scramble. So just a great job by Ryan Matz tonight. He definitely deserves the Rosenbill Oil Company Player of the Game. Be sure to call now. This says Summer Phillip. Maybe call for Winter Phillip now. You can call them at 704-735-2508. They're located on 1404 East Main Street in Lincoln. And finally, the Stanley M. Goodson Player of the Game. That's going to go to the senior, Trevor Childers.
Yeah, the big night. Yeah, I think it should be joint sponsorship with the Chuck Wagon Grill because they're big Trevor Childers fans, and they're going to be. You're going to get some extra goodness into that meal if you go there in the next couple of days because they're going to be really happy tonight. Yeah, the 4 touchdowns. What a night for Trevor Childers. He was the star of the show tonight for the East Lincoln Mustangs. And
5 total touchdowns.
5 total touchdowns because he forgot the 71-yard wheel route catch. So it's now East Lincoln at West Caldwell next Friday night. A rematch. It's an SD7 conference game in round 2 of the playoffs. It's on Black Friday, so
get your shopping done early, Seth. Going to have to maybe get it done a little bit earlier because you're going to have to be staying up a long time if you're doing Black Friday shopping and then having to do that game all the way in Lenoir.
Well, luckily for you, Smoke, I like taking risks, but I like to take risks with sports predictions. I don't like to take my life into my own hands at the shopping malls of America, getting run over a $60 pair of shoes. Be like, oh, I've been hit. I mean, no, it's not my style.
I think I will say this.
I like to sleep in.
I will say this. If you do go Black Friday shopping, avoid the mattress area because I think that's where I've heard most of the fights happen. That's just what I've heard.
Okay.
That's what I've heard, the mattress area.
But anyway, and plus, I like to sleep in.
Yeah, that's a good point, too.
And I'm going to need all the turkey, mac and cheese, and all the stuff I eat anyway.
So we're getting ourselves hungry here, folks. We want to thank you for listening to the Carolina Trust Bank postgame show. As this has been a presentation by Ronaldo Auto Mall in Shelby. Be sure to go check them out. They got Hondas, Kias, GMCs, Buick, and Cadillacs there right down the road from the Cleveland County Mall. That'll do it for us, Seth and Evan, tonight. And be sure to listen to the Ronaldo Auto Mall postgame show and Sports Talk tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Good night, everybody.